Welcome to Billwood Field from North Platte. Come to meeting at home plate. And with skies pretty much clear with no clouds in sight. And if you thought you were listening to Toby, he's not here because his dad's in town, and as tradition, the interns get to throw the opening pitch. So Daniel Castagna, the live stream operator, is going to be with you for the opening pitches and until first pitch. And to start off with the batting orders, let's start with the Dodge City A's. So the first one up is Juan Rivera's, which is playing in the left field, and the second order is Cooper Schneider playing center field. And with a batting average of .289, and the third batter is number 16, Preston Gamster, who is starting at shortstop for the Dodge City A's with a batting average of .244. And for the fourth batter on the batting order is number 22, Jordan Black, who's going to be DHing with a batting average of 171, and for the next batter it's going to be 23 Cooper Tompkinson, who's going to start at first base for the A's. And then for the sixth hitter, it's going to be number 3 Nolson Williams, I think, playing right field with a batting average of 216. And number 7 is going to be Ruzi Gonzalez, starting at catcher for the A's, and with a batting average of 207. And coming second to last is number 8, Bryson Abreu. And then coming last is number 4, Brian Gardner, starting at sorry for that. So the last hitter is going to be Brian Gardner, who's playing third baseman, and with a batting average of 231. And for the North Platte Plainsmen, the number 1 hitter is number 1, Kate Owens, who is going to play at left field with a batting average of 264. And the second batter is going to be 29 Kenneth Sugi playing right field with a batting average of .314. And the third hitter is going to be number 8 Nick Huckmeyer, who is DHing with a .396 batting average. And after him, it's going to be number 3 Kyle McConaughey at third base and with a batting average of 250. And after him, it's going to be number 16 Zach Knowlton, who's going to play center field with a 212 batting average. And then for the sixth hitter, it's going to be number 34 Tucker Bond, who's going to play at first base with a batting average of 175. And then the third to last is going to be number 5 Braden Jerkel, who's playing at second base tonight, and with a batting average of 200. And second to last batter is going to be 9. That's going to be it's going to be start behind the dish as catcher with a batting average of 257. And then the last person hitting for your North Platte Plainsmen is Mushuki Kono, who's going to play shortstop. And as they announce the starting lineups for the Plainsmen, as for defense, as said, left field is Kate Owens, center is Knowlton, right field is Shugi, shortstop is Kahono, and third base is McConaughey, behind the plate is Prince, for first base is Tucker Bond, and second is Jerkel.
Welcome to Billwood Field site for the first of 3 games between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's. Thank you for joining us on this tropical Tuesday as Max Schultz in a anthem standoff along with Carmelo Ortiz and one of the men on the Dodge City side. A thank you to our live stream operator, Daniel Castagna, for filling in for me on the pregame show. Tobias Zabore along with you back in the broadcast booth. I was down the field filling in the first pitch with my dad and Mike, who is in town for the next 3 games and a couple of days. Actually threw the ball fairly well, somewhat surprising. As the Plainsmen get set for the A's, on the bump is Bryce Butterfield getting ready to throw it out to his catcher, Noah Prince. Down at first is Tucker Bond. Braden Zirkle is at second. Mitsuki Kono over at shortstop. Kyle McConaughey down at third. The outfield from left to right, Kate Owens, Zach Knowlton, and Kenneth Sugi. As Schultz is still out there wearing the big home run hat as part of the anthem standoff. The Plainsmen have gotten into a couple of those throughout this season. Rivera will lead us off. Juan Rivera, the left fielder for the Dodge City A's. He'll be followed by Cooper Schneider out in center field. Preston Gamster, the shortstop, will bat third. Jordan Black, the DH, is in the cleanup role, followed by Cooper Tompkinson. Out at first base in the 5 spot, Nolan Williams will bat 6 out in right field. Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher, bats 7th. Bryson Adair will bat 8th. And Brian Gardner, the third baseman, will round out their starting lineup, batting 9th. Bryce Butterfield making his first start since earlier against the Greeley Grays. Bryce is wearing his powder blue glove on the year. He has 19 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 23 hits, just 5 earned runs. He's pitched to a .233 earned run average. Butterfield has allowed 10 walks, and he has K'd up 23 batters, 10.7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he has been one of the top Plainsmen pitchers, as we see the lefty Juan Rivera getting ready to lead us off. Remember, in the Plainsmen last game, it was an absolute dominant pitching performance by Anthony Comfort. He was the first ever Plainsman to go a full, complete 9 innings on the mound. As Schultz is still out there on the base path, so we're going to have Rivera step out. Still in an anthem standoff. We're going to wait and see what the umpires do. They're letting it go out for now. Max Schultz is absolutely not going to break. Schultz has been one of the relievers for the Plainsmen. He's just started 1 game as a lefty. He is also one of the nicest players on the Plainsmen side, as this standoff is going strong at this moment between Schultz and the Dodge City A's. Schultz fakes, and Max Schultz will walk back to the dugout. Max Schultz broke. Come on, Max. You got to stay out there longer than that, Bambi. So even with the home run ahead, he'll take it off to reveal the great hair, go back into the dugout as Bryce Butterfield will fire the first pitch down and low for a ball, so the count is 1-0. Plainsmen in their green NP hats with the black North Platte uniforms and the white pants. Butterfield's 1-0 home is in there for strike 1, so they're all even at 1 apiece. The Dodge City A's, reminiscent of the Oakland A's, wearing green hats, yellow uniforms, and gray pants. As there's a ground ball on the infield, over goes Mitsuki Kono. Kono on to first in time, and the first man is down. 6-3 the put out, so there's 1 out. As now Cooper Schneider will come up to hit. Schneider out in center field today. He has been hitting .289 on the year, 10 walks, 6 strikeouts, 11 hits, and he's 4 for 4 when it comes to trying to take a second bag. The first pitch was in at 6:44, as there's a bunt down on the infield, fielded by Butterfield. On to first, it is over the head of Tucker Bond, and it will roll out of play. So down to second will go Cooper Schneider. Was going to be a close play either way at the bag. We're going to see if they give him a hit and an error, and they're going to move him down to third. So that will be an infield single and then an error on Butterfield. Moves him over to third. So now a man already at third, 90 feet away from scoring the first runs of today's game. And coming up to the dish right now is Preston Gamster, hitting .244 on the year. As the home plate umpire is redirecting the man down at third back to second, so they said that with the throw out, he was going to be down at second base, so it's a single and an error still on Butterfield. However, it only advances 1 base on the error on that infield bunt single. So rather than being a man at third with 1 man out here in inning number 1, it's a man down at second with 1 man out here in inning number 1 for the 3-hole batter, Preston Gamster, hitting .244 on the year, 2 for 11, and he swings to the first one there is strike 1. Butterfield, the hometown kid, making his 3rd start this season at Billwood Field. He comes set, fires on home, swing, and a foul ball back behind Prince, so it goes quickly now to 0-2. Gamster, a first year from Dallas, Texas, out of Paris Junior College. He hit .345 while in school, a .408 on base percentage. 72 hits, 34 of those were extra base hits. That led to his .600 slugging percentage as Butterfield comes set, fires the 0-2 on home, a ground ball. It will roll foul on the third base side, so McConaughey will let it trickle. And he'll go back to where he was at the dish. As the righty Gamster readies with a man at second in scoring position after the single and the error. The 0-2 home from Butterfield, swing and a miss and a ball up high. There are two men out. Bryce Butterfield's first K of the afternoon, and that will bring up the cleanup man, Jordan Black. And Jordan Black has been an all-or-nothing kind of hitter so far this year. He's batting .171 with 6 hits on the season, but he has 2 home runs. 5 of his 6 hits have been extra bases. He's walked 7 times, struck out 9. He's got a man in scoring position with 2 outs, facing Bryce Butterfield. He takes the first one. It trickles away from Noah Prince, so down to third on a wild pitch. Moves the runner at second. Prince saw that one in the dirt and was unable to do anything about it. It rolled to the backstop, and Schneider was able to walk his way over. So there's a man at third with a 1-0 count and 2 down. Jordan Black, the batter, tends to hit the ball over towards the right side, despite being a right-handed hitter. As the 1-0 pitch is taken low, count goes to 2-0. I'm very excited by the fact that the Dodge City A's have a plot graph for balls in play. We do not have this in North Platte, and it just is another thing to add to the broadcast that the 2-0 is in the other batter's box, so it is now 3-0 to the 4-hole hitter, who has walked 7 times coming into today. He has struck out 9. After this will be the lefty Cooper Tompkinson. Butterfield with a 3-0 on home, swinging a fly ball hit in the air center field. The wind could knock it down. Knowlton running back on it, reaches up and makes the catch. The wind helped it, kept it in the yard, and the side is retired. Butterfield leaves a man on third as we head to the bottom of inning number 1. A's get nothing. Let's see what the Plainsmen bats can do.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live...
Bottom half of inning number 1, Bryce Butterfield strands a man 90 feet away from scoring, so the score is 0-0 as the Plainsmen come up to hit. We're going to take a look at their batting order in today's contest. Kate Owens will lead it off out in left field. Kenneth Sugi, the right fielder, will bat second, and the red-hot Nick Hockmer bats third. He's the DH today. Kyle McConaughey, the third baseman, is in the cleanup role. Zach Knowlton bats fifth. Tucker Bond is in hitting sixth. He'll be followed by Braden Zirkle, the second baseman, batting seventh. Noah Prince, the catcher, will bat eighth, and rounding out the Plainsmen starting 9 is Mitsuki Kono, the shortstop. Kono is back in the lineup today after missing 2 games for his suspension. He was ejected on Saturday against the Game Day Angels when he was caught stealing after sliding over top of the bag. The field umpire in that game called him out. Kona was none too pleased, threw his helmet, and he was ejected 2 games. So now Cade Owens will lead us off to start this first inning. Coming to the dish with a .264 batting average, a .462 on base percentage. He has been somewhat of a on-base merchant, 13 walks on the year. First pitch is in there. That'll be strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Yambi Fuga is on the bump. For the Dodge City Ace, he comes in with a 1-run record over 21 2/3 innings pitched. His 0-1 offering to Owens is swung on, foul, and that will quickly get out of play towards the parking lot. So we stay and go to 0-2. Fuga, a .374 ERA throughout the year, 20 strikeouts, just 7 walks allowed. As we have the dark clouds moving in our way, threats of storms later, but for now, good skies for baseball. The 0-2 is well high, so we go to 1-2. I say good skies for baseball, maybe not with the wind. The wind is whipping in from dead center field at about 17 miles an hour, and that's when on the last out of inning number 1, kept the ball in the yard and got into the glove of Zach Knowlton. As the 1-2 on home to Owens is taken high, so the count moves even 2 apiece. After Cade Owens is Kenneth Sugi, who has been some kind of hot to this point. But now Cade Owens ready on the 2-2 offering, and he will swing on through it. It is in and out of the glove, and they say he just catches a piece of it with his bat. So Cade Owens, the absolute definition of staying alive. He just caught a piece of that baseball to stay in the batter's box. Another 2-2 on home from Yambe Fuga. The pitch is swung on and hit in the air on the infield, moving over Bryson Adair. He will range over towards the line, and making the catch is the right fielder Nolan Williams. He almost collides with Adair. The ball almost dropped, but Owens flies out to start inning number 1. And now Kenneth Sugi comes up to the dish. Sugi is riding, as I mentioned earlier, some kind of hot streak. He is 9 of his last 20, 5 doubles, and a home run. That home run, he Mark Bellhorned one out of here, claims it off the right field foul pole on Sunday. He will take for strike 1 inside, so it goes to 0-1. And I don't want to say it's all because he changed his walk-up song to Uptown Girl by Billy Joel, but I will say his hot streak started when he changed his walk-up song. The 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2, so now Sugi down 0-2 in the count. He has struck out just 4 times on the year. He has been one of the most effective and efficient hitters the Plainsmen have put out there to date. As the outfielders play in with the wind, the 0-2 is lashed up the middle. That's going to be a tough play for the shortstop, and it gets on through his glove. It's a base hit for Kenneth Sugi. Sugi make it 10 of 21. He keeps the hot streak rolling to start this game, and now that brings up Nick Hockmer, who's DHing today. He's hitting .396 on the season. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, 14 runs batted in. And you can probably hear it over the crowd mic, but that wind is whipping in from the outfield. We had the same problem on Saturday, just going the other directions. That's a hot shot to the hot corner, flips it over to the second baseman, who has no play down at first. So Kenneth Sugi is retired, but Hockmer reaches on the fielder's choice. And now, with 2 out and a man on first base, Kyle McConaughey comes up to hit. McConaughey, 9 for 10 on steals, so if he can get on base, he's an absolute menace. But he's hitting .250 on the year and a .303 on base percentage. He takes strike 1. Yambe Fuga, the sophomore from Shibata, Japan, goes to Sierra Junior College. couple of the Plainsmen Japanese players go there. There's a ground ball hit on the infield. It'll be fielded by Bryson Adair. Adair's got it, and a quick toss onto first. It is in time as McConaughey slips on top of the bag. Side is retired. Plainsmen leave a man on first. They get a hit, but nothing more. We make our way to inning number 2. Still no score.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and...
Both pitchers allow no runs on 1 hit through inning number 1, so we're on to inning number 2 between the Plainsmen and the A's. As coming up to hit Carter Olson down at first base in today's contest. Olson, the righty, waits on pitch number 1 from Butterfield. It is inside for ball 1, so the count is 1-0. Butterfield kicks and fires the 1-0 on home, and that is taken for strike 1, so the count goes to 1-1. On Carter Olson, who was subbed in pretty quickly. Next pitch is well inside, so it runs to 2-1. Cooper Tompkinson was supposed to get the start today at first. He was subbed out, and a late scratch for Carter Olson. On home, ground ball on the third base side goes foul, so we go to 2-2. Olson is 0 for 0 entering today's ball game. At the dish, this is his first time coming up. As Bryce Butterfield trying to get the first man out again in the first year from Mansfield, Texas. The 2-2 on home, swinging a ground ball on the infield. This one is for Mitsuki Kono. Kono onto first in time, so Mitsuki Kono, in his grand return to the Plainsmen, has had 2 ground balls his way and gotten 2 6-3 putouts. There's 1 man down. As after Olson will hit Nolan Williams. Williams, today's K-man, the right fielder, has 9 strikeouts to his name on the year. Again, if this man strikes out, half off drinks for everybody at the ballpark. First pitch is down low and in, so it goes to 1-0. Butterfield working himself back after last starting against the Greeley Grays. Swing and a miss. There is strike 1. Butterfield in that game went 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 8 hits, 5 runs. Just 1 of them was earned against him. He struck out just 4 batters. He was tabbed with a no decision as the Plainsmen walked off the Grays. Noah Soper got the win. Next pitch will be in there for strike 2. So Butterfield goes to 1-2 on the count. Trying to put away Nolan Williams. His 1-2 home is high, so it goes to 2-2. Our baseball operations intern Levi is usually the one who picks today's K-man. He has not had the best luck of doing it. In a 2-2 count with 1 man out, we'll see if he can get lucky. 2-2 on home is just high, so the count runs full. Levi, I bet you're sweating over there. Full count, one man out to the 6-hitter, Nolan Williams. Pitch on home from Butterfield is high, ball 4. Levi, you got to get better at picking your K-men. So there's a man at first with one out. Apparently I am being told I need to be better. Sorry, Levi. Guess you're not good at picking people to strike out. So now Rudy Gonzalez will come up to hit, batting .207 on the year, a .361 on base percentage. He has no extra base hits to his name, but he's got a man at first with one out, and the first pitch on home is low. That is ball 1. Remember, Butterfield put a man down at second after an infield single by Cooper Schneider, and then an error that he committed on a throw put him on second. He stranded him at third after a wild pitch. He got the next 2 men down. Next pitch is low. Runner goes, throw down to second, and it will skip away, but he's staying at second is Nolan Williams. So he steals second. The pitch is called a strike, so it is 1-1, but a man down at second with one out, and now Butterfield in the exact same position he found himself in last inning. He worked his way out of it with nothing done. But the Plainsmen have in the past struggled to get out of these kind of situations. The 1-1 home is grounded. It clangs off of Butterfield's glove. It's going to be a tough play for Braden Zirkle. He cannot come up with it. Zirkle started on the other side. He struggled to get on it, and that will be ruled a hit, as well it should be. Zirkle had that ball not hit off of Bryce Butterfield's glove, which it just hit off the end of as he tried to reach down and make a play. Zirkle likely would have had a play down at first base, but now that's going to bring out Bryson Adair from Malakoff, Texas, out of UT Tyler. Butterfield's first offering is on the ground for Kono. 6-4 on to first. It is not in time. That was going to be really close. They get the lead runner. The run does score, so it's 1-0 Dodge City A's. And a man down at first after a really nice play by Mitsuki Kono. They almost get Bryson Adair for a double play. However, it will be 1-0 Dodge City A's. So another double play opportunity that the Plainsmen cannot convert. They came into today 35 double play opportunities. They have converted just 6. As today, another one goes the other way. As Butterfield's next offering home is taken for ball 1. To Brian Gardner, the third baseman in today's game. Check the runner at first. He is back beneath the tag. Gardner hit .231 this season. A .394 on base percentage, 6 hits, 6 walks, 8 Ks to his name. The 1-0 is hit high in the air. We'll see what the wind does with this one as Noah Prince runs out behind. He will reach up, make the catch, and the side is retired. So Butterfield has a good inning, but a run does come across to score on an infield fielder's choice. We make our way to bottom of 2. Plainsmen now trail by a run.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. a proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale, all backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get
Plainsmen allow a run in the top half of inning number 2. We send our way into the bottom half of the inning as the Plainsmen hit 5, 6, and 7 here against the Dodge City A's. As Zach Knowlton will come up to hit. He has started the year hitting .212, but that does not tell the recent story. Knowlton, 7 of his last 18 at the dish, a .389 average, 3 walks, 2 stolen bases, and he has had himself some kind of time. He shows bunt on the first pitch, but knocks it down foul. So we quickly go to 0-1 on Zach Knowlton. Knowlton, again, has been incredibly hot. Another one of those Highland Community College guys. As the 0-1 on home to Knowlton is taken away, so it goes to 1-1. He's been the primary center fielder when he has been on the lineup. Usually if they put him out there, they put him in center or at DH. Today, he is playing center field. He's already made one catch that's saved inning number 1 as the 1-1 on home is taken out in the dirt in front of the plate. So we will have a 2-1 count against Zach Knowlton. Knowlton, the sophomore from Spring Hill, Kansas, one of Jones's Highland Community College players. A 2-1 pitch is taken outside, so it is 3-1 to Knowlton. Knowlton has walked 9 times this season. He's walked 3 times on his current hot streak. As his 3-1 pitch is going to be taken low and away for ball 4. So Zach Knowlton will lead off inning number 2 for the Plainsmen with a walk, and that will bring up Tucker Bond. Tucker Bond today 34 for the Plainsmen. That is because we are wearing our black uniforms. He is also 34 if we wear gray and green. However, when we wear the white uniforms, Tucker Bond turns into 44. The reason, not anything special, it's just that we did not have a white 34 to give to Tucker Bond, so we gave him 44. Close enough. He takes the first pitch for a strike, so it goes to 0-1. And I will say it is a good thank you to our head coach, Jared Jones, because I can always tell when we're wearing the white uniforms, because if Tucker Bond is in the lineup, he will put 44 in. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. It clangs off the catcher. Gonzalez down to second. Will go Knowlton. So that one hits in front. It hits off the face mask. It's going to be a wild pitch. Advances the runner. So it's a man at second to the 2 batter in this inning. 6 in the lineup, Tucker Bond, hitting 175. However, he has been fairly cold lately. Bond, 1 for 10 in his last few games. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he swings to that one. It's lashed to the left side, fielded by Gamester. The throw onto the third baseman. They have him. The tag is applied. Knowlton went for a slide, and a nice job by the shortstop getting the lead man. So Bond is on a fielder's choice. But there's 1 out, and now a man at first rather than 1 out and a man down at third. That is heads-up baseball from the Dodge City A's. As now Braden Zirkle comes up to hit. He's hitting at the Mendoza line. However, he is earning his way on base. 6 walks to this point. He will take ball 1 low. That is attributed to a .400 on-base percentage to Braden Zirkle. As Tucker Bond earns his way on for the first time in a couple of games. As the 1-0 is swung on, walloped in the air to left field, moving back is Rivera. Rivera will settle under it and make the catch by the line. So back to first will go Tucker Bond, and there's 2 men out. If there's no wind blowing that ball in and to the left, that might get down for a gapper. However, with the wind blowing in and letting it hang up, we saw with Zach Knowlton's catch to end inning number 1, it makes it that much harder for batters to get anything in the air and get extra bases on that. So now Noah Prince, the catcher, up to hit, hitting .275, and is bringing the pop with his wood. As Fuga steps off to look back Tucker Bond, who is by no means the biggest speedster on this Plainsman side. His first pitch on home swung on through by Prince. It's strike one. Noah Prince took a hack at it, but in today's game, anything that's going to come across likely will come on the infield. We're not going to get a whole lot of wall ball doubles. As the wind blowing in strong today, we had the same thing on Saturday, game one between the Plainsmen and the Game Day Angels, except the other direction. The wind was blowing out, which carried a couple of triples and home runs. 0-1 is high, so the count moves to 1-1. North Platte weather has been fairly cooperative with us ever since first week of the season. Hoping that it stays that way today. As the 1-1 home is swung on through and Prince is in a 1-2 count with 2 men down. Trying to keep this inning alive as the 8-hitter with Mitsuki Kono waiting on deck. Kono has not gotten up due to his 2-game suspension, which was ended today. The 1-2 on home from Fuga. Runner holds, swing and a miss. So there's a strikeout, the first of today's game for the Dodge City A's, and the side is retired. The Plainsmen leave a man on base for the second straight inning. We head to the third frame of baseball between the Plainsmen and the A's, 1-0. Your score, Dodge City on top.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor.
Welcome back. Bill Wood Field. Plainsmen trailing the Dodge City A's 1-0 as we head back to the top of the order for the A's. And it's Juan Rivera. He grounded out to Mitsuki Kono. Gave him a quick awakening to start this ball game. He will go after the first pitch, hit it on the infield. It's going to be a tough play. Nobody covering at first. The flip to Butterfield is in time. There's 1 man down. Bryce Butterfield's aware of the situation. A 4-1 rare put out as Braden Zirkle goes and flips it on. So there is 1 man down. And now that's going to bring up Cooper Schneider. Schneider hit a single, reached second on an error. He was stranded at third after a wild pitch advanced him. Butterfield, 1 pitch, 1 out to start this frame. His next offering will be taken for a ball high, so the count goes to 1-0. Butterfield, the righty, with a powder blue glove, kicks and fires. His 1-0 is that in there for strike 1, so the count even at 1 apiece. I'm still very intrigued by the reasoning behind Butterfield's powder blue glove. As his 1-1 offering home is in the dirt, so the count runs to 2-1 on Cooper Schneider. We know Sota Inden's banana yellow glove colored the way it was as a tribute to his friend from Japan. We do not know yet why Bryce Butterfield's is blue. I will one day get around to asking him. As his 2-1 on home, swung on the ground for the shortstop Kono. Kono takes a couple of steps, fires onto first in time. There are 2 men out. Mitsuki Kono has seen some action already in this game. 3 ground balls hit to the shortstop, and in his first game back from his suspension, has already had himself quite a day. As Preston Gamster comes up to hit, the only man who has struck out so far in the A's lineup. That put 2 outs in inning number 1, and he swings at a pitch that was in the dirt. Count goes to 0-1. Gamster chases at a pitch down low. A nice changeup thrown by Butterfield, who comes set, looking in the righty to the righty. He'll kick and fire with an 0-1 count, and that pitch is taken in there for strike 2. So Bryce Butterfield 0-2, 2 men down, looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. As the Dallas, Texas native settles on up, tries to stay alive with an 0-2 count against him. That one is well high, and he does wise to lay off of it, so it is 1-2. As the Plainsmen here in game number 1 against the Dodge City A's, Bryce Butterfield coming set. He'll fire the 1-2 on home. Swung on, foul ball, gets out of play. And a nice swing keeps Gamster alive and in the batter's box rather than walking back to the Plainsman dugout. He hit .345 at Paris Junior College. The 1-2 home is inside. The count is even at 2-2. Butterfield tried to sneak a fastball indoors on him. He just could not get that inside edge. 2-2 on home is just away, and the count is full. 3-2. On deck is Jordan Black, who flew out to Zach Knowlton on a loud flyout that on another day may have been a double or more. Butterfield's full offering on home. The payoff is hit on the ground. Foul down the third base line. Kyle McConaughey gave it an honest effort, but he'll watch it run foul. This is the second game in a row, or at least the first time in 2 games, I should say, that Jovan Suarez has not been down at the third base side. He came back from vacation recently and is getting the day off. 3-2, fouls off the plate, and we stay right where we are. Another foul ball hit by the righty Preston Gamster, who's at shortstop today, batting .244 on the season. Butterfield, full count once more, on home to the 3-hole batter. Waiting, setting, and firing on home. It is down and in. That will be ball 4, so we walked him, and there's a man at first with 2 down. So Butterfield will not get the 1-2-3 inning he was hoping for when he had the batter at 0-2. And now it's the cleanup man, Jordan Black, whose loud flyout ended inning number 1. Black, 5 extra base hits to his name. As the runner is leaning off of first, Butterfield's throw over is late. Tried to catch him. He's back in time. Butterfield wanted to catch Preston Gamster leaning off the bag, but he's unable to get him. He will come set. Gamster takes his lead. Butterfield's throw on home. Runner holds, pitches high and tight for ball 1. So Butterfield, who started the last batter 0-2, has now thrown 5 consecutive pitches out of the strike zone. And as a 1-0 count, runner runs from first, pitches inside. The throw from Noah Prince down to second is going to be late, so a stolen base. That is the second steal of the day for Dodge City A's base runners. Nolan Williams stole second in the last inning. He came around to score on the fielder's choice. So it is now 2-0 on home to the 4-hole hitter Jordan Black, who takes a pitch in the dirt. It is 3-0 from Butterfield. He had the third batter in this inning at 0-2. He lost him to Wacom and now has the next hitter up in the count 3-0 against him. The righty fires on home, and that one is taken low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks from Bryce Butterfield have put 2 on with 2 men out. And now the 5-hitter Carter Olson will be up to hit. He started inning number 2 with a ground out to Mitsuki Kono. So far, every inning has included a ground out to Kono. This one as well, as Cooper Schneider got out number 2 on a ground ball fielded by Kono. Butterfield waiting to fire on to Olson, who will take a pitch. Runner makes his way down to third, so the second stolen base, as that one was in there for a strike. So Butterfield works his way back in the count, but Preston Gamster has stolen 2 bases already on the path. So they're at the corners with 2 out and a 1-0 count on to Olson. As Butterfield kicks on home, swinging a line drive hit in the air center field that will find the gap in left center for a base hit. It'll get all the way to the wall. A run is in to score, rounding third. It's going to be Jordan Black. He will stop there. Down to second goes Carter Olson. A run is in. It's 2-0 Dodge City A's. Bryce Butterfield tried to sneak a fastball in, and that was a rope hit between Owens and Knowlton. As down to third is Jordan Black. He was held up. As scoring easily was Preston Gamster. Nolan Williams walked in his last plate appearance. He had a count full. Butterfield lost him. And now he's got 2 on with 2 outs, both in scoring position. Plainsmen trailing by 2. Butterfield's first home is in the dirt. Trailing off of third heavily was Jordan Black. He will have to scamper on into the bag. So the count is now 1-0 on to Williams, who walked, stole second, and scored on the fielder's choice by Bryson Adair in the last frame. Butterfield has allowed another in this inning. 1-0 on home is low and away for ball 2. Bryce Butterfield, who has either been pinpoint with his command or who has lost it today, has been unable to find it, and after he got the first 2 men out, back-to-back walks and a double has put him in trouble. 2-0, swing and a miss. There's strike 1. Butterfield turns up the heat with another fastball, trying to get back in the count. It is 0-2-1 to Nolan Williams. Butterfield on set. His 2-1 on home is a line drive hit in the air center field. Knowlton moving over. That'll drop in front of him. A base hit. 1 run scores. Rounding third is another runner. The throw home will be there in time. The tag is offline. 2-run score. It is 4-0 Dodge City A's. The throw is just up the line. Down to second moves the runner as Nolan Williams doubles in both runs. And Bryce Butterfield, who has either been pinpoint this year or struggling, is having his second consecutive rough outing, and now the Plainsmen trail by 4. His last outing, they trailed by 5 entering inning number 7. It then turned into a 6-5 Plainsmen win. They scored 2 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. They walked off the Greeley Grays in the bottom of the 9th inning on the wild shallow sac fly that scored Mitsuki Kono, as strike 1 is thrown by Butterfield on home to Rudy Gonzalez. That was exactly 1 week ago today. On Tropical Tuesday last week, another Tropical Tuesday here at Billwood Field. The 0-1 pitch is hit high, but it should be there for Kenneth Sugi. Sugi moving in, he has it on a line, retires the side. So the inning is over, but the Plainsmen allow 2-3 more runs here in the top half of inning number 3. They now trail by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Plainsmen YouTube stream and Citrus 3 Radio.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just 1 short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at ticketsmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at ticketsmarter.com.
Bottom half of inning number 3, Plainsmen now trail 4-0 after Butterfield unable to quell the bats of the Dodge City A's. So the Plainsmen will come up to hit in a deficit. They'll have 9, 1, and 2 up to hit, and it's Mitsuki Kono coming up to bat. Kono hitting .260 on the year. He will get his first crack in 2 games. Remember, he came in on Saturday, was a starter in that game, was caught stealing second, was upset with the umpire's call, threw his helmet, and was ejected, suspended 2 games, so he had to sit on the bench the last 2. He will take the first pitch well inside for ball 1. The last few days, Kono sitting on the bench, couldn't be in the dugout, so he was off towards the side and outside of it, wishing that he was back on the field. The 1-0 pitch on home to the lefty, batting ninth is a rocket foul, so we go to 1-1. Kono hit it off towards the left side, just out of our field of view here in the press box. So Yambe Fuga has the count 1-1 on him. As the 1-1 on home is taken off the plate, so the count moves to 2-1 on Mitsuki Kono. Fuga, the sophomore from Sierra College, pitched 8 innings this past year with Sierra Junior College. 10 hits, just 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts to his name. He will now come set with a 2-1 on home to Mitsuki Kono, who takes high. The count goes to 3-1, so Kono trying to get a rally started. If he can get on base, the Plainsmen flip it to the top of the order, and Cade Owens, who started this game with a flyout, but as a leadoff man, has been a key spark plug in games the Plainsmen have come from behind in. Coming set and firing with a 3-1 onto Kono, fouls it off behind the screen, so the count runs full, 3-2. As Yambe Fuga trying to get back through it. The Dodge City A's do have a man warming in the bullpen in case needed, or if Fuga can't go the full time as he pitches inside. That is a called third strike, and there's out number 1 on the inning. A strikeout on Mitsuki Kono, caught looking, and instead of walking to lead off the frame, the Plainsmen have a man out for the top of the order in Cade Owens. As they need a comeback in today's game already early, they are not unused to this. Plainsmen have overcome comebacks in 2 of their first 3 wins. They needed 6 total runs to make those comebacks go. As the first pitch to Owens is in the dirt and off the plate, so it goes to 1-0. Remember, they trailed by a run against the Pioneers last Sunday on Father's Day in the second game of the doubleheader. They ended up scoring 3 runs to win, 3-1. They then trailed by 5 runs against the Greeley Grays on Tuesday. They scored 6 to win. The 1-0 on home to Owens is a called strike on a fastball, so it goes to 1-1 on today's left fielder, Cade Owens, out of Northeastern Junior College. As Yambe Fuga comes set, fires on home with the 1-1, fouled back. We quickly go to 1-2. after Owens is Kenneth Sugi. They would like to have a man on for Sugi, who is on some kind of hitting tear. Owens setting as he waits for the 1-2 from Yambi Fuga. The pitch on home is away, and the count is even with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kate Owens from Papillon, Nebraska, the same hometown, where the Omaha Storm Chasers play their baseball. Omaha, the home of the College World Series, which wrapped up last night. LSU beating Florida. 2-2 on home is in the dirt, and the count runs full, 3-2. I myself was happy with the LSU win in the College World Series for no other reason than when asked by our social media and photography intern Liz for a social media video of who would win the College World Series, I said LSU, so I feel vindicated. As the 3-2 on home to Kate Owens is swung on through. It's going to be a ground ball for Bryson Adair. A dive can't come up with it. Kate Owens, a 1-out single. Just sliced it through the right side. Adair dove at it, couldn't come up with it. And there's a man on for Kenneth Sugi, who, as I mentioned, is on some kind of hitting tear. Entering today, Sugi was 9 for his last 20 with 5 doubles, a home run, 8 runs batted in. He had a .480 batting average, an .850 slugging percentage in those games. That does not include the grand slam he hit last Monday against the Denver Rough Riders as he fouls the first one back for an 0-1 count. That tied the game up against the Rough Riders at 5-all. The Plainsmen ended up losing that one 6-5. But Kenneth Sugi gave them the power they needed. He's also hit a home run off the fair pole down that 330 line as Owens breaks early from first. It's a line drive that gets to the glove of Preston Gamster. The throw will be down to third. It is not in time for Kate Owens. We have dueling calls. The field umpire says he was out, but the home plate umpire and the crew chief calls him safe. So Owens is down at third. On to first goes Kenneth Sugi, and he keeps on a hitting tear, and that will bring up Nick Hockmer. As we have some kind of thunder roll outside the press box. Not sure if you can fully hear it, as I have the crowd mics in a way to try and avoid getting any wind shear. That was a problem we were dealing with earlier, so I've turned it up, and now you can hear the wind coming in. So I will send it back on down, and we are going to go into a lightning delay, as we had lightning strike on recently, so the tarps are going to come out. Players are coming off the field, so we are going to work ourselves into a break due to the weather. Here at the Plainsmen, having men at the corners with 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 3. We'll be back when we end up being back between the Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's. Tobias Zabore, the voice of the Plainsmen, here with you on the Plainsmen YouTube channel and Citrus 3 Radio. Welcome back. Coverage of Plainsmen baseball as we resume after the weather delay and some technical difficulties. So sorry for any problems, but we are back as we come back on a Nick Hochmer RBI double that skipped past the left fielder Juan Rivera, scored a run in Cade Owens. Down to third is Kenneth Sugi and Kyle McConaughey up to hit. A reminder is runners at the corners with one man out when we went into the delay. Plainsmen trailing 4-0. So we come back. It is 4-1. Dodge City A's leading the Plainsmen as McConaughey comes up to hit. And the pitch is hit high in the air on the right side. Moving over is Gamester. He will slide over to the second baseman spot and make the catch. There is out number 2. Kenneth Sugi will be held down at third. Nick Hochmer is held over at second as there are 2 men out after a quick pitch, quick out. Will bring up Zach Knowlton, who walked his last time up at the dish. Knowlton would like to drive in some more runs, give the Plainsmen at least cut back in this deficit, trailing by 3. Next pitch on home is hit high, foul right field side. Carter Olson moving over, still moving over, but watches it hit off the light standard, and so we go to 0-1. The wind is still a factor in this game as it is still blowing strong in from the outfield. The flag out there is pretty much blowing straight with some strong wind on in. We were feeling it during the delay. Whatever storms rolled through did not take the wind with it. So that will still be a factor for the outfielders as they are drawn in. The 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to the outfield on a line. Moving back is Schneider. He will settle under it and make the catch. That will end the inning. So a run scores for the Plainsmen, but they leave men at second and third. It will be 4-1 as we head to inning number 4 after the delay.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at ticketsmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee.
On to inning number 4 after the weather delay. Plainsmen had them at the corners when we went in. They get 1 run across on the double by Hochmer. Nothing else. They now trail by 3 runs. Bryce Butterfield will be back out after the long delay. He is still on the mound for the Plainsmen. A reminder, he has gone 3 innings to this point, allowed 4 runs on a total of 4 hits, 1 error defensively from the Plainsmen. That man was left on base, and the first pitch is a strike to Bryson Adair. A reminder of the lineup: Juan Rivera, followed by Cooper Schneider, Preston Gamster, Jordan Black, Carter Olson, Nolan Williams, Rudy Gonzalez, as that one works in the back of the man after Gonzalez, Bryson Adair. He'll be followed by Brian Gardner. So a hit by pitch to the 8th spot to lead off inning number 4. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Brian Gardner. As the defense will have Noah Prince catching, Tucker Bond still at first, Zirkel and Kono work the middle infield, McConaughey is at third, and the outfield is Owens, Knowlton, and Sugi from left to right. Gardner popped out to the catcher back in inning number 2. That ended the frame. That pitch is fouled back into the backstop, so it is 0-1. Gardner hit .231 on the year with a .394 on base percentage, 6 walks, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts to his name as the crowd starts to file back in after we had some rain, thunder, and lightning delay us. The 0-1 home runner breaks from first, throws outside. Prince's throw to the bag is off the line, so he will be safe. Bryson Adair was close, so close it looked like they may have had him, but the throw was offline and he was going to be safe no matter what on that throw. So it's a man at second, nobody out, and a 1-1 count to the 9-hole hitter, Brian Gardner. Plainsman scratched a run across in the last frame. The A's would like to return the favor as that one hits him right on the back, and Bryce Butterfield, who has returned from that long weather delay, maybe still not right with the arm, as he has hit back-to-back pitchers square in the back. And now we're at the top of the order, and Juan Rivera. Rivera started the last inning with a ground out. Remember, there were 2 men out to begin the inning before the Dodge City A's scored 3 runs. The Plainsmen have been experts at allowing 2-out runs. As Butterfield has 2 on with nobody out, his first pitch is in there for strike 1 to Juan Rivera. 0 for 2 on the day, 324, entering today with 10 walks on the season. As Butterfield sets on up, fires on home. There's a line drive hit through the right side. That's going to be a base hit. Kenneth Stuckey will play it off of 2 hops. They will hold the runners, but the bases are loaded with nobody out, and the danger of a big inning now facing Bryce Butterfield. The Plainsmen have struggled with big innings all year. They have been allowing teams to bat around against them. That has been their downfall in most games. And now it's Cooper Schneider. With the bases loaded, nobody out, and a 3-run lead, he could pad it here with a hit. Bryce Butterfield is trying to get out of the frame with nothing allowed. I would not be surprised, though, if the Plainsmen get somebody loose, as the long weather delay may be playing a factor. As that one's chopped on the infield, they're going to go home with it. They get the force out, and it flew out of the glove on the transfer. So McConaughey goes to Prince, but the transfer, the ball pops out. The fielder's choice puts Schneider on and will keep the bases loaded, but nobody scores on a 5-2 putout, and there's 1 man out. The drawn-in infield did its job. McConaughey fielded on a hop, threw him out, and now it's Preston Gamster, who with a walk and a strikeout scored a run in this ballgame. With Schneider at first, the first pitch is ball 1 outside. Count is 1-0. Rivera, Gardner, and Adair have all reached base. Adair was out at the plate, but Gardner and Rivera are at third and second respectively, as that pitch is high. Ball 2, Schneider was running off of first, slipped, but was able to make it back as Noah Prince does not throw the ball over. Butterfield trying to get a strike in this and avoid another walk. That would score a run, and that one is high and tight, and having to duck out of the way of it is Gamster, so he's in danger of walking in a run that would make it 5-1 A's and put this one even further out of reach of Platte batters. Butterfield on home. That one will be a strike, so he has him at 3-1. Butterfield trying to settle on down, get out of this inning. The Plainsmen have only turned 6 double plays this year on 36 opportunities. Swing and a miss at a ball on low, and the count runs full from Butterfield on to Gamster. After Gamster is Jordan Black. He's the man on deck. Plainsmen would absolutely love it if they never got to him, but the chances of that, with the way they've been turning double plays, are slim. Full count, and it's in the dirt. Skips away from Prince. They're going to walk in a run. Down to third, and running hard is Rivera. The throw to the plate, and he is out. Rivera was running hard, trying to score on the pass ball away from Prince on the walk. So down to first and third move the runners. Gardner scores. Rivera is out. Down to third goes Schneider, so they're at the corners with 2 down. And that will bring up Jordan Black. Black waiting. His pitch on home he will take. Runner goes to second, and there will be no throw, so another stolen base. Noah Prince has seen 5 runners steal bases. Remember, it was the man at second now, Gamster, who stole third. There is somebody in his path, however, if he wants to do it. That ball is grounded on the infield. It'll be picked by Kono. Kono takes a couple of hops onto first, and the inning is over, but a run does score for the A's, so they cancel out what the Plainsmen were able to do in the bottom half of the third. North Platte will get a second chance to bat. 6, 7, and 8 coming up to hit.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Plainsmen allow a run in the top half of the 4th inning. They trail now 5-1. It's back to being a 4-run deficit as Yambi Fuga still out on the mound for the Dodge City A's. He has had a good start to this ballgame. The last inning was the only one he labored in, and even then the rain delay seemed to help him. He allows an immediate double, but after that 2 quick outs, he will get Tucker Bond, Braden Zirkle, and Noah Prince. The first pitch on home to Tucker Bond is taken high for ball 1. Bond reached on a fielder's choice. In the 2nd inning, he was stranded down on the first base bag. As coming set, Yambe Fuga, and the 1-0 on home is in the dirt, skips away from the catcher. Nobody on base, however, so it means nothing other than a 2-0 count. As Tucker Bond waiting on it. From the A's, Yambi Fuga. Their only player from Japan. Plainsmen have 4. That pitch is going to be in there for strike 1 on Tucker Bond. Fuga coming set. And he will throw a 2-1 on home, swinging a ground ball on the third base side, picked by Gamster. Gamster, the shortstop, on to first. Can't dig it out is Olsen. So Tucker Bond will reach base. That's going to be an error. The first committed by the Dodge City A's, and any way it can go. The throw is low. Gamster had it in his glove. He just could not pick it out of the dirt. So now Braden Zirkle will come up to hit. Zirkle has flown out to Juan Rivera already in today's ball game. The junior from Tecumseh, Kansas, one of the Highland players that Jared Jones took from his school, as that ball is fouled off the mask of Gonzalez, and it goes to 0-1. He hit 185 this past year with the Highland Community College team. Already hitting 200 entering today's game, but his on-base percentage, 6 walks, 400 at this point. None today. The 0-1 is taken low for ball 1. As the Dodge City A's playing the North Platte Plainsmen for the first time ever. A's have been around for quite a while. The Plainsmen started play last year, as the Dodge City A's were a founding member of the Jayhawk League. The 1-0 pitch is high, so it goes to 2-1 on Braden Zirkle. Yambi Fuga still looking for the sign from the catcher. He'll lay it down, and he likes it. He will come set and fire on home. A 2-1 hitter's count, swing and a foul ball, so we even up with 2-2. The Dodge City A's, as a member of the Jayhawk League, were also in it with the Hayes Larks and the Liberal BJs. They were also with them in the Kansas Collegiate Baseball League before going to the RMBL with them. The Plainsmen have faced all of those teams so far this season, and they would like a turn of fortune against the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. 1-10 to start their season against them. That one is fouled off again, so we go back to 2-2. They started the year 0-10 against the RMBL. They got their first win against a Rocky Mountain opponent yesterday in their 11 a.m. contest against the Game Day Angels. Now Braden Zirkle trying to earn his way on base with the man on and nobody out after the error put Tucker Bond on first. 2-2, home swing and a ground ball in the infield, could be two. Gamster onto the second, onto first. It is in time for a double play. The Plainsmen none too happy with that. Hideyoshi Kawahara in the dugout throws his hands up immediately. But the field umpire says Braden Zirkle is out. A 6-4-3 double play turned by the A's. And Braden Zirkle still contending that he was safe. He's standing down by the first base bag. Jared Jones is talking with the home plate umpire, Ron Russo, as Marshall Robinson, our field umpire, called him out. And now Jones is going to go over and take over the conversation with Marshall Robinson. It looked like from here it was going to be a close play. It was very much bang, bang. A 6-4-3 putout as ruled right now. Jones arguing that Braden Zirkle was able to beat the throw. From our angle, it looked like he may have. As he will talk quickly with the umpire, Braden Zirkle is waiting back at first, and now Marshall Robinson and Ron Russo, the crew chief, will get together and talk this one over. Jones is telling Braden Zirkle to stay down at first base as he takes off his shin guard and hands it to the first base coach, Plainsman assistant Davin Conway. Today's crew chief, Ron Russo, we'll wait and see what he saw on it, if they are able to overturn it. As they break their meeting, the signal is that he is safe. Braden Zirkle beats it out, so a fielder's choice. Take away the double play, a man on with one out. So they get the call right. As from our angle, it certainly looked like Zirkle had him beat, so there's going to be a man on with one out. And after the pause, Noah Prince will be back up to hit. And now, the head coach of the Dodge City A's, Esteban Cardoza, is going out to talk with Ron Russo. The argument still being that Zirkle was out on the base paths. Maple Park Dental Associates is a proud sponsor of the North Platte Plainsmen. Maple Park Dental is the largest dental practice in North Platte and provides services including implants, orthodontics, and sleep apnea therapy. For more information on joining, you can visit the website at mapleparkdental.com or stop in the office on South Maple Street. A thank you to Maple Park Dental for keeping the Plainsmen smiling bright. Baseball is a long and tiring season. To help with this, the Plainsmen have partnered with the Nebraska Athletic Club in North Platte to provide gym space and workout equipment for the players. Nebraska Athletic Club is open 24/7 and provides a plethora of workout and cardio equipment. Information on membership can be found online at nebraskaathleticlub.com. The North Platte Plainsmen are fueled by Subway. Subway provides pre-game meals for the Plainsmen at select home games and keeps the team fed and ready to tackle another game throughout the season. A huge thank you to Subway for helping to feed the North Platte Plainsmen. Double Dips Ice Cream is the official ice cream of the North Platte Plainsmen. There's no better way to cool off on a hot summer's day than a serving of ice cream, and Double Dips has it all. With over 24 different flavors, Double Dips is your dessert destination. Visit them on North Dewey Street or come grab some ice cream at Billwood Field. As the A's manager, Esteban Cardoza, still talking with Ron Russo through the call. This is a long conversation. And he will make his way back to the dugout, content with the call, or at least content as he possibly can be with Prince up to bat and a man on, one out. Prince struck out to end inning number 2. He would like to extend inning number 4 with the Plainsmen trailing by 4. As Yambi Fuga's first pitch after the long pause is thrown in the dirt for ball 1. was quite a long amount of time between the last pitch, which was the fielder's choice to Braden Zirkle, and that one, as the umpires had to convene, Jared Jones had to convene, and Esteban Cardoza had to convene. The 1-0 on home is right down Broadway for a 1-1 count. Zirkle out on first base, has some speed, and he's trying to attempt a throw over or maybe a mislapse in judgment from the A's players. As Fuga sets up and fires on home, swinging a foul ball into the screen. So we go back to 1-2. The A's today are wearing green caps with yellow A's on it and yellow A's uniforms, gray pants with the script A''S. Yes, coming set is Yambe Fuga. He will kick and fire. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Noah Prince. 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts, and 2 outs. And Prince is none too pleased with himself as he walks back to the dugout after another strikeout. Plainsmen in danger of stranding their 5th runner of the ball game, and Mitsuki Kono coming up to hit. He was caught looking to start inning number 3. After that came the small Plainsman rally. Kono, the lefty, will face the pitch from the righty Fuga, and it is down and in for ball 1. Kono goes to the same school as Yambe Fuga at Sierra College. He is from Ashaki Shogo High School, and he swings through one in the dirt, so it is 1-1. Akashi, a suburb of Tokyo, or at least suburb in the sense of distance. It is a little further away and down on the coast, a large metropolitan city itself. Goes to school in Rockland, California. The 1-1 is high and tight to 2-1. Both him and the man on the mound, Yambe Fuga, found their way to Sierra Junior College in Rockland, California. An hour and a half from Vallejo, California, which is a sister city of Akashi, Japan, as that ball is fouled off, so we go even 2 apiece. In his first year at Sierra, Kono hit .397 over 58 at-bats. This past year, he only had 25 at-bats and a .160 batting average for the Wolverines. So far, with the Plainsmen, he was hitting .260 entering today. His strikeout was his 7th on the year. The 2-2 on home is right in there for strike 3. And Mitsuki Kono will go back to the dugout looking for his 2nd time today in as many at-bats. That will end the inning. Plainsmen leave another man on base. It will be 5-1 as we head to inning number 5.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkup.
On to the 5th inning of play between the Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's. North Platte trails by 4 runs as we enter top half of 5. The A's will have 5, 6, 7 up to the dish. Carter Olson will hit. He's got an RBI double and a ground out already in today's game. As the Plainsmen playing 1 of 3 against the Dodge City A's here at Bill Wood Field. The Plainsmen will play the A's later in the season in early July as the pitch misses 1-0. They will start the series 5-day road trip, 2 in Liberal and 3 in Dodge City. The 1-0 pitch is hit high in the air down the line in left field. Moving over is the left fielder looking up at the wall. It hits off the subway sign in front of Kate Owens. Owens will throw it in and stand up double to start inning number 5 for Carter Olson. That is his second double in as many at bats. And if the wind was not blowing in on that one, it would be off the National Guard Armory out in left field, if not on the roof. That ball had some carry to it, but the wind keeps it in play. So it's only a man at second with nobody out in a 4-run deficit for the Plainsmen, as coming up to hit is Nolan Williams. He doubled his last time up. He scored Olson in black. He's also walked in today's game, and he takes ball 1 from Bryce Butterfield, who is still on the mound trying to work through this ball game. Butterfield's 1-0 on home is in the dirt and low, so it goes to 2-0. Williams, the first year from Salado, Texas, a graduate of Salado High School. The oldest running hotel in the state of Texas, the Stagecoach Inn, in his same hometown. 2-0 pitch is hit high on the air right side. Tucker Bond is moving over, still moving over, and it will fall into foul territory out of play, so it goes to 2-1. The clouds no longer playing much of a factor, but they might still be with the patchy covering. A pop-up on the infield could get lost in one of them and then reappear. Bond seemed to be able to track that one the entire way. The wind blew it over towards the first base party deck. As the 2-1 on home is going to be in there for strike 2. It scamps away from Prince, but Prince does a nice job of recovering and looking Carter Olson back to second. So the count evens at 2-2 with nobody out. Man at second after a hard-hit leadoff double. With Bryce Butterfield up on the mound, trying to settle on down. Plainsmen have allowed 5 runs to this point. We are not yet in inning number 5. 2-2 pitch is in tight and the count runs full again. Bryce Butterfield in danger of walking a man on base and putting 2 on with nobody out for the 7-hitter Rudy Gonzalez, as the Plainsmen have struggled to get out in this game. Butterfield's pitch on home is high and tight, and that's going to be ball 4. Another walk from the Plainsmen and another pitching performance where they have not been able to settle down, and it's going to be Rudy Gonzalez up to hit. Gonzalez flew out to end inning number 3. That was the interminably long inning that the Plainsmen had, where they allowed 3 runs. You take that one out of it, it's a 1-run game at this point. As it stands with it, it is a 4-run game with 2 on and nobody out, and strike 1 to Rudy Gonzalez. Butterfield trying to work himself out of a jam, as Max Schultz will go down to the bullpen with Ryan Kelly, a catcher, so they will get him loose. Next pitch is hit on the ground, over. It is going to be picked by Kono. He stumbles over the bag onto first. It is in time. Make that a double play. Down to third will go Carter Olson. A 6 unassisted play by Mitsuki Kono. And now coming out Esteban Cardoza. He's going to argue the call. Standing on first is Rudy Gonzalez. He thinks he got through on it. The field umpire, Marshall Robinson, has already had a double play call overturned against him. That was a double play that was initially ruled to be hit by Braden Zirkle. Ron Russo, the crew chief, got together with Marshall Robinson and ruled that it was not a double play. And the field umpire is staying to his word. Marshall Robinson is still saying that he is out. Esteban Cardoza is walking back to the coach's box, furious, but moving back to the dugout is Rudy Gonzalez. So how about that? Just the 7th double play of the year for the Plainsmen, and there are 2 men out and a runner at third. Next pitch is hit on the ground for Mitsuki Kono. That one gets up the glove, so the double play won't prevent a run. It's 6-1 Dodge City A's. That one hit right through the glove of Mitsuki Kono as he could not dive after it. It was going to be a tough play, so a single drives in a run. And Plainsmen now trail by 5. And Brian Gardner up to the dish, now in the deficit. As coming set, Butterfield, his offering on home is in tight for ball 1. Plainsmen have not had a clean inning in this game since inning number 1. They allow no runs in that frame, and ever since, at least someone has come across to score, as the check on the runner at first isn't even close. A run scored in the second, run scored in the fourth, run has scored in the fifth, 3 in inning number 3. As Butterfield will wheel and deal on home with the 1-0. That ball is rocketed on a rope into center field. Knowlton is moving back, now stops, reaches up, and will retire the side. Plainsmen allow another run to score, but a double play gets Bryce Butterfield out of worse damage. We'll see if he'll pitch inning number 6, but for now, it'll be bottom of the 5th here on the Plainsmen YouTube channel.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smart.
Kate Owens leads off, bottom of the 5th inning. Plainsmen trail by 5 runs, and just like the last Tropical Tuesday we had here at Billwood Field, they're going to need to overcome a 5-run deficit against their opponents. That one, it was 5-0 against the Greeley Grays. The Plainsmen ended up winning that ball game 6-5, and maybe there's 5-run magic in the Lays in the Tropical Tuesday wares as Kate Owens leads off by popping one in the air first base side. Carter Olson ranges into foul territory, and 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 5th inning. But maybe not so much magic in that kind of out, and there's 1 down. The wind has mostly died down here at Billwood Field. As we started today's game, it was blowing in and blowing in hard. The flag was right out straight, as they say back home. Now it has mostly died down. There is still some wind with Kenneth Sugi coming up to the dish. He's 2 for 2 on the day, continuing that hitting tear, and he takes ball 1 high and away. Sugi has easily been the Plainsmen' most consistent batter, and ever since he started getting hot, there has been not enough ice in the world to cool him off, as that ball is rocketed foul, and Kenneth Sugi moves to 1-1. He hit a ball the other day on Sunday. It traveled all the way down the right field line and hit off the 330 mark on that fair pole. It was a home run for the Plainsmen and a loss to the Game Day Angels. 1-1 is lined, and that one right over the head of Davin Conway goes to 1-2. Kenneth Sugi is attacking pitches from Yambi Fuga. He is down in the count 1-2, but he is seeing some quality pitches and hitting him off as rockets. So Fuga with a 1-2 count rocks, kicks and fires on home. It is high, helmet high to Sugi, so we're even 2-all. As Sugi digs on in. As Fuga sets, fires the 2-2 on home. High, and the count runs full to Kenneth Sugi, who has walked 5 times entering today. Sugi waiting on a full count offering from Yambi Fuga. With 1 man out here in the 5th, the payoff pitch home swing and a high pop-up will go off towards the left side, will get out of play by the third base Axis party deck. And so we stay full. Sugi, one of 2 Canadians on the Plainsman side. It's him and Dylan Graw, the righty. And now Sugi, the first year from North Vancouver, trying to deliver here for the Plainsmen. He'll face a full count, and he will take inside for ball 4. Kenneth Sugi walks, 3 plate appearances, 2 hits and a walk. He has worked his way on in every single one of them, and now it's Nick Hockmer. Hockmer has driven in the only run the Plainsmen have scored in today's game. He hit a double into left field that split the gap between Schneider and Rivera. It scored Cade Owens. That, at the time, made it a 3-run ball game. 2 runs have since scored for the Dodge City A's, and that was right after we came out of the rain delay. So he will be the first batter to come up to hit, who has also come up to hit for the Plainsmen since returning. The first pitch is taken for strike 1, a fastball that Fuga pumps over the plate. So the count goes to 0-1 on the lefty, Nick Hockmer. The pitch on home is off the end of the bat. It stays fair. A swinging bunt. Gardner's throw to first. He holds on to the pill. Nick Hockmer, and excuse me, whoops-a-daisies, but he puts the ball in play, and his speed moves him down to first on an infield swinging bunt. And so now there are 2 on with 1 out for the cleanup man, Kyle McConaughey. McConaughey has yet to get a hit. He is grounded out and popped out both times to Bryson Adair, who is shading close to the second base bag, trying to hold Sugi on. He shows bunt and will pull it back, but arguably not in time, so it is 0-1. As Carter Olson is playing in, he charged on the grass. Plainsman trying to advance the runners. If anybody gets on, it brings up the red-hot Zach Knowlton. Waiting on the grass is Carter Olson. The pitch on home, holding the bat, is McConaughey, as that one trails outside, so it goes to 1-1. Trying to move the ball past the infield, put some runs on the board for the Plainsmen. We're going to see what they do. Pitching-wise, is the 1-1, just misses the top of the strike zone, so we go to 2-1 on him. McConaughey with Hockmer on first, Sugi on second, Plainsmen trailing by 5. He will face a 2-1 pitch and goes after one at almost the eye level and fights it off to the parking lot, so we even at 2. McConaughey in a 2-2 count with 1 man out and 2 on, trying to get something going for the Plainsmen, a rally desperately needed. He will take ball 3 well upstairs, and the count goes full with Zach Knowlton waiting on deck, and the ever dangerous but yet to be powerful Tucker Bond lurking in the hole. Setting is Yambe Fuga. His full count on home, swinging a high pop-up on the infield. Carter Olson into foul territory. He will reach up and make the catch for out number 2. Plainsmen in danger now of stranding their 7th runners on base. They have not been able to score really anybody in this game, with Zach Knowlton coming up to hit. He will wait on the first pitch from Fuga, who has settled on down since the weather delay. The offering is taken high for ball 1. It's all about moving the line for the Plainsmen, but at this point, they have not been able to move the line. They have men on early, and then they strand him there with 3 quick outs. The 1-0 from Yambe Fuga to Zach Knowlton. And he will step off the mound and look the runners back, especially Kenneth Sugi, who is shading heavily off the second base bag. With a 5-run lead in tow for the Dodge City A's, here in Game 1 of 3 between the Plainsmen and Dodge City. Here in the middle of this 13-game Plainsmen homestand, the 1-0 on home is taken for a strike, so it is 1-1. Knowlton came into today hitting .212 on the season, but hitting .389 in his last 18 at-bats, with 7 hits to his name. The 1-1 home is going to be in there for strike 2 looking. He has 27 strikeouts against him. Now just trying to move players over. 1-2, 2 down, 2 on. Plainsmen trailing by 5. Yambe Fuga sets on up, looks back, and deals on home, swinging a foul ball, so staying right where he is Zach Knowlton. Trying to keep going, keep alive in this ball game is Knowlton, the sophomore from Spring Hill, Kansas, who will wait on a 1-2 pitch from the righty Fuga. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Rudy Gonzalez, so he will stay with the bat in his hand. And a piece of luck there, as it almost was going to be a foul tip that would end the inning. Instead, he will stay alive. Yambe Fuga sets on up with a 1-2, 2 men down and 2 on. The pitch home is low and away, so the count evens at 2-2. Knowlton from the same hometown as Curly Brown, one of the old big league pitchers, as he will wait on a 2-2 from Yambe Fuga. Here's the pitch. It is low and away, and the count runs full. Tucker Bond is waiting on deck. If any of them can keep the line moving to Braden Zirkle, the Plainsmen would be much appreciated. As now coming out Rudy Gonzalez, he's going to talk with Yambe Fuga. Nobody is down in the Dodge City bullpen, nor is anyone walking down there at this current moment. Knowlton started the year hitting about 100 going into the final game of the Dodge City series. Then he got hot. He went 3 of 5, a triple, had an RBI, 3 runs scored as part of the Plainsmen 8-2 win over the Game Day Angels in their last outing. He went 7 of 18 from the week between the 20th and the 27th. Now trying to keep the hot streak alive and keep the Plainsmen alive with the full count. Pitch is low and away. Zach Knowlton will walk, the bases loaded. Sugi is at third after a walk. McConaughey is at second after a single. And after a walk puts Knowlton up, it's time for Tucker Bond. He's reached base twice, but he has not done anything on those. A fielder's choice, and he reached on an error committed by the shortstop in Gamster. Fuga has the bases loaded, trying to pitch out of his biggest jam yet, and there's a big one. Strike 1 off of Tucker Bond. Bond, with the wind dying down, tried to hit that ball all the way to the grain silos in downtown North Platte. He will now sit with an 0-1 count against him. And a pitch from Fuga that he takes for strike 2, so now he's in the 0-2 hole. Plainsmen in danger of stranding 3 more runners on base. If they do, they will have stranded a grand total of 8 in this ball game. We are not even through 5. The 0-2 pitch to Tucker Bond is in the dirt. It'll trickle away from the catcher Gonzalez, but Kenneth Sugi is not going to run on it as he's able to find it in enough time and throw it back to Yambe Fuga, who gets the ball again in a 1-2 count with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Tucker Bond trying to get some runs across for the Plainsmen and keep a rally going with 2 men down. The payoff delivery, swing and a foul ball, and he will stay alive. just trying to work the count, work the pitches, and get back in this one. Earn the Plainsmen back a couple of runs already in a ball game where they find themselves staring at a 5-run deficit. Fuga's 1-2 on to Bond is taken for strike 3. Tucker Bond doesn't move the bat off his shoulders, and he will leave the bases loaded with a backwards K. Plainsmen trail by 5 entering the 6th.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides...
On to the 6th inning, the Plainsmen are done with Bryce Butterfield, a new man on the mound, and it's Dylan Graw, the righty, for the North Platte Plainsmen. We already have one Canadian in the lineup in Kenneth Sugi. How about the other coming on to pitch? It's Dylan Graw. He has not pitched in over a week. Graw last came out for the Plainsmen on Monday the 19th against the Denver Rough Riders. He came in relief of Max Schultz, went 2.2 innings, allowed 1 hit, an earned run, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So now Dylan Graw will get an opportunity to settle on down and try and keep the Plainsmen in this ball game. Over the entire season, he has gone 9 innings, allowed 16 earned runs, and his first pitch is a called strike to Juan Rivera. So the count is 0-1. He's allowed 15 hits on the season. He struck out just 3 batters and walked 13 as the Sidewinder fires on in the dirt, so it goes to 1-1. Graw, the righty out of Victoria, British Columbia, goes to Highlands Community College. Victoria, the southern tip of Vancouver Island. Vancouver, where Kenneth Sugi is from, the 1-1 pitch skips over the plate, so we go to 2-1. Has been on and off. Some days Dylan Graw has been absolutely fantastic, like his last pitching appearance when he faced the Denver Rough Riders. Other ones, he has been less so. His 2-1 offering on home to the leadoff man Rivera is going to be taken inside for ball 3. And it is 3-1. Plainsmen in danger of walking the leadoff man on. They already trail by 5. Dylan Graw brought on to relieve it. Max Schultz was walking down to the bullpen. He is still down there. The 3-1 is going to be taken for strike 2, and the count is full. A righty is warming up in the Dodge City bullpen down the right field line. We cannot see exactly who is loosening in the Plainsman pen, but Max Schultz is still down there in some space. As the ball is hit on the ground, it'll be fielded by the second baseman Zirkle onto first low, and it will not be in time. Juan Rivera uses his legs to wheel it on out. That's going to be an infield single as a slow ground ball clipped the infield grass, which was already wet after the rain, and made a tough play for Braden Zirkle, who just could not throw it on time. And that's going to bring up the 2-hitter in Cooper Schneider. Schneider has reached on a fielder's choice in a single today. He's also grounded out to Mitsuki Kono. As Gross sets on up, he will fire. Runner goes before the pitch. Pitch is outside. The throw down to second is going to be way late. So a stolen base. And Noah Prince has not been able to quell the running of the Dodge City A's. That is 6 stolen bases by Dodge City, and they are running all over Noah Prince. His arm has not been able to throw anybody out. So a 1-0 with a man at second on home to Schneider is taken high, 2-0. And Juan Rivera thought about making it all the way down to third. And with the way the Plainsmen have not been able to throw out base runners, he could have had it as time was called. Rivera will throw one of his belts on through as his belt came loose and I guess broke on the slide. So he will throw it over to the first base coach, Colby DeVille. So Cooper Schneider is still hitting with a 2-0 count, and Juan Rivera down at the second base bag. Graw looking back, now kicks and fires. Runner dancing, throws outside, skips away from Prince, and is going to be down to third with ease. A wild pitch that went away from Noah Prince, thrown by Dylan Graw, now has a man 90 feet away that would make it 7-1 Dodge City and put it even further out of reach for the Plainsmen, who are staring at the precipice of a 5-18 start to the regular season. They would be 1-11 against Rocky Mountain play if they are unable to make a comeback, as that one misses low, and now they're at the corners with the walk. Dylan Graw, now turning into his role as the mop-up man, will face the 3-hole batter, Preston Gamster. Gamster, coming on here, has reached on 2 walks and a strikeout as well in his day. He scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Plainsmen have yet to have an inning since the 1st where they have not allowed a run. As Graw's first pitch home will be taken low for ball 1. Graw has not started a batter off in the count the right way, as every single batter has faced a 1-0 count that has seen him so far today. 1-0 is going to be hit on the ground for Zirkle. Zirkle's going to shovel it onto Kono. They get the short out, but the runner scores and a man down at first on the fielder's choice. So scoring is Juan Rivera. Preston Gamster is down to first. And there's 1 out and a man on in a 7-1 Dodge City lead. Plainsmen were unable to turn 2, and now it's going to be Jordan Black, the DH, who came into today hitting 171. Black waits on the first pitch, and he hits one foul. So for the first time today, Dylan Graw starts the batter out 0-1. Black, the first year from Marion, Kansas, goes to Johnson County Community College. He had .320 this past year with Johnson County. And the 0-1 from Graw. Runner breaks early. Throw is down and away. Prince's throw is going to be well offline. So 7 stolen bases. And the Dodge City A's have their running shoes on. It's a track meet out there against Noah Prince, who cannot throw a pitch down to get a runner out to save his life at this point or save the Plainsmen runs. They trail by 6. A 1-1 count with a man on second and 1 down, facing the 4-hitter Jordan Black. Pitch on home is away, and the count goes to 2-1. Black, 25 RBIs. He stole 2 bases against Baker University. And if he gets on, there's a good chance he'd steal another here as he hits a high fly ball going into foul territory. Sugi running over, slides, and no slide in the world can make a catch on that one. It twisted out of play off towards the A's bullpen. Sugi slid, and I thought he was going to be sliding on a slip and slide if he was going to try and make that catch way out of his reach. So 2-2, 1 out after the foul ball. To Jordan Black, who holds a 6-run lead currently at the dish and would make it 7 with a hit here. Graw will kick on home. That one is in the dirt and it hits off the chest protector of Prince, who will quickly run it out to hold the man down at second. On deck with the full count is Carter Olson, who has 2 doubles waiting for his chance to hit. Graw gets the sign from Prince. He comes set, and the full count delivery on home is going to be low in the dirt. A chance to get out number 2, wasted by the Plainsmen, so it is 2 on, 1 out, and the dangerous Carter Olson, who has doubled twice into the left center gap. He has scored 2 runs. He's driven in 1 of his own. He was not supposed to be playing first base today. He was a late addition to the lineup. Cooper Tompkinson was supposed to be the first baseman. However, they made the move to Carter Olson, the first year from Mansfield, Texas. And he will go after the first pitch, but it's a little looper foul, and it will get past the reach of Tucker Bonds, so it's 0-1. He had 2 doubles against Ranger College on February the 2nd. That was the second game of the season. Throughout the entire season, Carter Olson had 6 doubles in his bat. He's had 2 today, driven in a run, and scored 2. As Graw comes on set and will fire on home with an 0-1 and 2 men on. That is swung on and missed it, a ball that skips in front of the plate. Runners will advance at least 1 base, and they will stop there. So a swinging strike does even the count at 1-1, but the ball skips away from Noah Prince. And that's going to be ruled a passed ball on Prince. So 1-1, 1 out. Instead of having runners at first and second in a possible double play, they're now at second and third. The count is 0-2 to the first baseman in today's ball game. Coming on set, firing is Dylan Graw with the 0-2. That one misses, so we now go to 1-2. Graw trying to get out number 2 and give the Plainsmen only 1 run against them here in the top half of inning number 6. He will set and fire the 1-2 home swing and a little line drive over to second. It'll be picked by Zirkle. Run will come home to score. They get the out at first. It is 8-1 Dodge City. So they get the short out where they can, but a sac hit will score Preston Gamster all the way from third down to third. Moves Jordan Black, and it's 2 out and a man on, 90 feet away for the 6-hitter Nolan Williams, as 2 runs have plated in this inning against Dylan Graw. Williams has been 1 for 1 with a double that scored 2 runs. He's also walked twice, yet to strike out. He will take the first pitch inside for ball 1. Williams was selected as today's K-man, but he has yet to make the home contingency happy with a strikeout. The 1-0 home is going to be taken inside for ball 2 again. And Dylan Graw is struggling to find the strike zone today. He's allowed 2 runs to score already in this inning. The 2-0 fouled back into the netting, so it is 2-1. On deck is the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez, with the Plainsmen trailing by 7 runs in this game. They have not been able to get out of innings, and worse yet, they have been unable to hit their way through jams. They have left considerable amount of men on base. The 2-1 pitch is grounded over to third. It's going to be picked by McConaughey. McConaughey to first in time, so it will not be 9-1 as the 5-3 putout ends the inning. But 2 runs score, another set of runs across the Dodge City A's, and a parade going on their side. 8-1 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 6.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect...
Yambi Fuga goes 5 innings. His day is done. He allows 5 hits, just 1 run on 3 walks, 4 strikeouts as the righty. Josh Nolte will come up to hit. Nolte joining the Dodge City A's for 1 series only. That is the 3 games the Dodge City A's will be playing at Billwood Field against the North Platte Plainsmen, as he will settle on in with a 7-run cushion under his belt. He will face 7, 8, and 9 for the Plainsmen. Braden Zirkle, the leadoff man. He'll get a start in the bottom half of inning number 6 as he swings through one, so the count is 0-1. Zirkle on the day reached on a fielder's choice and has flown out to Juan Rivera. Coming set is Nolte. Nolte with the delivery on home. It is taken down for strike 1, and the count is quickly 0-2 against Braden Zirkle, who will be fouled by Noah Prince and Mitsuki Kono. Ready is Nolte. He will deliver on home, and the pitch is well high, so it runs to 1-2 on Zirkle. Plainsmen trail by 8 entering the bottom half of inning number 6, and it would take some kind of rally if they wanted to win this game against Dodge City. The 1-2 swung on a pitch that was almost at his neck, pops it up towards the Plainsmen dugout, 2 run over, but making the catch is Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher. There is out number 1. That pitch, for all intents and purposes, looked like ball 2, but Braden Zirkle put a charge into his swing and skied it up, and it was caught right in front of the Plainsmen side. So with 1 man out will come Noah Prince. And the next 2 batters have had 4 at-bats, and they have struck out 4 times. Prince's 2 have all been swinging. Kono's 2 have both been looking. as the first pitch down to Noah Prince is going to be taken well away on a ball that ends up skipping into the backstop padding. It'll be 1-0. As Nolte working his first inning for the Dodge City A's. And he will throw the first pitch hit high in the air down the line in left field. Moving over is the left fielder. He will make the catch right on the left field line. So there are 2 men out. Prince hit it down the line and left. Rivera sped over to the line and made it right on top of the chalk. And now it's Mitsuki Kono. He's 0 for 2 on the day, and he has been caught looking twice. The first pitch from Nolte as he comes set with 2 men out here in the bottom half of inning number 6, a 7-run deficit. He will take ball 1 in the dirt as he checks his swing before he can go around. Plainsmen will try and turn it back to the top of their lineup with something on the board. As Nolte's 1-0 is hit high in the air down the right field line, twisting foul and getting off and out of play. Goes to 1-1. Plainsmen have been waffling between wins and losses here at their homestand. They started with the win against the Greeley Grays. They then lost to the Colts, split the doubleheader with a win as the pitch is inside on Kono, so it goes to 1-2. They then lost 2 in a row to the Game Day Angels. They won yesterday in the 11 a.m. ball game, and now they trail 8-1 against the Dodge City A's. As the 1-2 home is going to be taken inside. Mitsuki Kono has struck out 3 times in this game, all of them looking. We head to the 7th inning, 8-1 Dodge City, your score.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at Ticketsmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at Ticketsmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western.
Hips don't lie, and the Dodge City A's bats don't lie, leading 8-1 over the Plainsmen as we enter the 7th inning of work between these two. It will be back 7, 8, and 9 against Dylan Graw, the righty. Rudy Gonzalez will lead it off. He is grounded out into a double play. His last at-bat, that was just the 7th double play the Plainsmen have turned all season. First pitch is low, and that's going to be ball 1. Dylan Graw working his 2nd inning of relief. When he came on in relief of Max Schultz. He worked 2 2/3 his last time on the 19th against the Rough Riders. The 1-0 pitch is going to be taken for strike one. Gross struggled his last time out. He had a single allowed against him. He also walked 2 batters, allowed 2 to score off a fielder's choice and a sac hit ground out. The 1-1 pitch is going to be in the dirt, so we move to 2-1 on Rudy Gonzalez, who has also singled and flown out in today's contest. His flyout ended the 3rd inning. As Graw with the 2-1 home, he will throw it low, so it's 3-1. The Plainsmen have not had a scoreless inning on the mound since the first. They have allowed 3 one-run innings, a 3-run inning, and a 2-run inning. They trail 8-1. The pitch is going to be taken for a strike. So it is 3-2. Noah Prince thought it was a ball. Rudy Gonzalez thought it was a ball. Dylan Groff thought it was a ball. The only man who didn't was Ron Russo, and Ron Russo is the home plate umpire. As Gross, full count on home, swinging a fly ball, will be twisting foul and get out of play, so we stay where we are. Kenneth Sugi gave it a bit of a chase, but gave up. As the Plainsmen trying to work through what has been a difficult ball game to this point. Full count with nobody out to the leadoff batter here in inning number 7. Graw will throw on home, swinging a ground ball for McConaughey. McConaughey charging on to first. It is on line and in time. There's out number 1. 5-3 the put out, and for the first time since the 3rd inning, the leadoff batter has been retired for the Dodge City A's. And that will bring up Bryson Adair, the 8-hole hitter. Adair has a single of fielder's choice and a hit by pitch. He's driven in 2 runs in today's contest. The first pitch from Graw is swung on through. That will be strike 1. Count is 0-1. After Bryson Adair will be Brian Gardner. Adair with an 0-1 count against him will take a ball low, so it is 1-1. Adair, the sophomore from Malakoff, Texas, named after a Russian fort which played a pivotal role in the siege of Sevastopol during the Crimean War. So a 1-1 on home to the kid from Malakoff, and he takes ball 2 on inside. As twilight is setting here in North Platte, usually our games have concluded by this point, but obviously due to the weather delay, we are still playing at 9:43 local time in Nebraska. The 2-1 is taken down, so it'll be 3-1 to the 8-hole batter Adair. After him is Brian Gardner. As the A's looking to get a man on and get another run across in this inning to continue the trend that they started back in inning number 2. Graw patters, fires, swinging a ground ball. This one will be for Kono. Kono gloves it, fires on to first a little high, but in plenty of time. So there are 2 outs on 2 ground balls off of 2 full counts. The first ground ball was to McConaughey at third. The second moves its way a little bit across the diamond to Kono, so we'll see if the next ball hit will be right at Braden Zirkle with the 9-hole hitter Brian Gardner coming up to dish. Gardner, the junior from Killian, Texas. He will take a pitch high and away for ball 1. In my research, I found a lot of Brian Gardners. He is not to be confused with a Brian Wilson or a Brian Gardner. The first Brian Gardner played baseball in 2008 for the Thomas baseball team in Thomas College. Thomas College is in Maine. He is from Monmouth, Maine. Thomas is... Oh, God, I forgot the town where Thomas is in. Dad, can you help me? Where is Thomas College again? Yeah, Thomas College. I thought it was... No, it's not Waterville. It's like Waterfield or something. He went to Thomas College. The 2-0 pitch on home is a flying drive hit foul So we go to 2-1. The other Brian that I got Brian Garner confused with in my research was Brian Williams. Brian Williams played baseball from 2006 to 2008 at, get this, Ithaca College. Brian Williams was a part of the Bombers baseball program, the same school that I go to. Williams, all Empire 8 pitcher for the Bombers. As the 2-1 on home, it's going to be fouled back into the padding, so it is 2-2. Brian Williams, funnily enough, was also a punter for the Ithaca College football team. And get that, he was all Empire 8 as a punter as well on the Bombers football team. A thank you to my dad for doing the research. Thomas College in Waterville, Maine. He is right. I got it confused with, I think I was thinking of Colby College. I guess that Colby is in Waterville. I was thinking there can't be two small Maine colleges in Waterville. I guess Waterville's a happening town nowadays. 2-2 to the 9-hole hitter, Brian Garner from Dylan Graw. His pitch on home. Swing and a miss. He got him. The first strikeout for Dylan Graw of the game. The side is retired, and for the first time since inning number 1, a 0 on the board for the Dodge City A's, 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Kate Owens will lead us off as we turn to the top of the Plainsmen batting order. It'll be Owens, Sugi, and Hockmer. Owens, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. He will take a pitch inside. That is strike 1. An 0-1 count as Josh Nolte is still on the mound for the Dodge City A's. He worked an inning of relief and got the Plainsmen 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. As Owens with the 0-1 will take strike 2 off the front part of the plate. So quickly 0-2. As the Plainsmen and the A's playing here on Tropical Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Western Wednesday, our second of our daily promotions. And then Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, but also our very special Taylor Swift Thursday. We're going to have everything being Taylor Swift themes, including some of the players' walk-up songs. I was asked as the walk-up song guy myself to change some of them for the game by our social media and photography intern Liz. The 0-2 pitch is lined over the head of the third baseman. That's going to be a base hit, and it's actually a foul ball. Curved foul, and from our angle it was at least looking like a fair ball, however ruled foul. So staying at the dish is Kate Owens. The one single he did get in this game was back in the 3rd inning. He was the second to last batter before we went into a delay. He had a swinging bunt, an excuse me swing that put him on. And after the Sugi single, we had to go to break. The 0-2 pitch is going to be fouled back and will stay where we are. 0-2 to the leadoff man in Kate Owens. He'll be followed by Sugi and Hockmer.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle.
Fully set here in North Platte, Nebraska. You can tell with the water tower out in right center field being lit up. Swinging a foul ball off the plate, so we'll stay right where we are. I say lit up, they just have the red lights on the side and the top, and then the lights which illuminate the North Platte lettering on the white water tower. The grain silos barely lit up except for a couple of navigational lights. The other grain silo that we can see from Billwood Field cannot see with the lights. As the 0-2 on home to Cade Owens is in the dirt, it will be ball one to the count 1-2 on to Cade Owens. As he's trying to work this game, work this at bat, and maybe make the deficit seem a little less for the Plainsmen. 1-2. He will take outside, count evens at 2-2. For Cade Owens, who's at 264 on the year entering today. Coming set is Nolte. Nolte with the 2-2 home, swinging another foul ball. So Cade Owens is keeping himself at the dish and keeping this at-bat going. He is working Nolte for all he's worth. As the Plainsmen extending a game that has already run long due to the weather delay. 9:50 as we currently stand in North Platte. The 2-2 is inside, and that one nearly clipped the front knee of Cade Owens, so the count runs full. One and two from Nolte. With Cade Owens waiting, pitch is fouled off again. Cade Owens will stay in the batter's box. He is fighting off and trying to just keep the Plainsmen alive. As coming set is Nolte. Nolte with the 3-2 on home, swinging a line drive. That one does get over the head of Brian Gardner to left field. So Cade Owens works a full count, works 9 pitches, and works a single. And that's going to bring up Kenneth Sugi. And we talked an awful lot about the hot streak Kenneth Sugi has had. 2 for 2 with a walk today. And coming into this game, he was 9 for 20. I know I've said it before, but Uptown Girl must really provide all the pop Kenneth Sugi needs in that bat. As he takes the first pitch for a strike, it will be 0-1. Sugi, one of a few batters who has changed their walk-up song recently, is a check on Owens at first. He's back in time. Cade Owens has stolen 12 bases this season. That leads the Plainsman side. As Sugi, lefty, will ready, and he takes a pitch outside. That will be ball one. 1-1 with nobody out and a runner down on first base in Cade Owens. Coming set is Nolte. He will fire on home, and that one is in there for strike 2, right on the front knees. And in a spot where Sugi was going to be unable to reach it with the bat, but it clips the strike zone, so a perfect pitch by Josh Nolte has him down 1-2. As the wind has died down, the weather has calmed down. The flag in center field is resting still. 1-2, he will take low, 2-2, and Nolte thought that was a strikeout. There's a little hop out there on the mound, but will not get the call. 2-2 with nobody out to Sugi. Here's the pitch on home. He will take inside, and a back-to-back full count worked by Plainsman batters. After Nolte threw 3 pitches to Mitsuki Kono, all were taken for strikes, and he sat with the bat down to end the 6th. Now Sugi working a count. 3-2. Runner holds, a little squibber on the first base side. They got one. On to second. The tag is in time. A double play. Sugi hit a ground ball right at Carter Olson, who barely had to move to get the first out, tagged on the bag, threw down to Preston Gamster, who applied a perfect tag on Cade Owens. And now there are 2 men down here in inning number 7. For Nick Hockmer. Hockmer is 2 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice as well to his name. Double and a single. He is yet to score, and he will take a pitch high for ball 1. As the Plainsmen trailing by 7. The 1-0 to Hockmer is going to be taken for strike 1. That one belt high and over the heart of the zone. To the lefty from Ivy Tech out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2, and the count is 1-2 on to Hockmer. On another hot and sticky night in North Platte, Nebraska, the Storm may have taken the win, but it has not taken the mugginess. Something we experienced the evenings here in Platte at Plainsmen home games. The 1-2 is going to be hit in the air, going into foul territory, moving over the third baseman. He cannot make the play, so Brian Gardner will have to go back towards the bag. And Hawk will stay alive with a 1-2 count and 2 men down. Plainsmen trail by 7 in today's ball game. Tomorrow they will play the A's again at 6:35 local time. They will have a third 6:35 game on Thursday. Pitch is going to be just outside for ball 2. After this 3-game series against the A's, the homestand technically ends as they make a there and back game to Gehring, Nebraska on the 30th against the Pioneers. The 2-2 hit high in the air onto foul territory. Moving over the third baseman Gardner, he will make the catch, secures it in the leather, and the inning is over. A leadoff single by Cade Owens, but he is doubled up, and the Plainsmen can't get anything across once again. 8-1 as we head to inning number 8.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into...
There's nothing to lift our spirits like a little dizzy bat race, and this one was a fairly close for all of us. Our intern, Faith, one of our baseball operations intern and our game day staffer, Ronnie, were doing the shotgunning, and the running was done by the 2 new pitchers, Matt Slowick and Nick Flores. Ronnie won the chugging competition, but Flores was not so in tune with the dizzy portion of the dizzy bat, so Slowick won that part. So it's ball 1 outside to the leadoff batter, Juan Rivera. here in inning number 8. Plainsmen trailing by 7 runs, an 8-1 ball game here at Bellwood Field. 1-0 pitch is outside, so 2-0 from Dylan Graw. He set him down 1-2-3 in the last frame. That was the first 1-2-3 inning the Plainsmen have gotten in today's ball game. 2-0 pitch. Graw's pitch on home is in there for strike 1, so he's got a 2-1 count on to the lefty Juan Rivera. Rivera, the first year from Edinburgh, Texas. He will take outside, so it is 3-1. Edinburgh, home to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, the same school that Juan Rivera attends. The town was named in honor of John Young, a businessman in the town who was born in Edinburgh, Scotland. As the 3-1 home is a line drive hit to the second baseman Zirkle. Zirkle from his knees onto first. It will not be in time, so an infield hit. Braden Zirkle tracked out on a line drive hit right his way, and from his knees went firing onto first, but it was not going to be in time to catch the speedy Rivera. 3 consecutive singles for him, and there's a man on and nobody out, and Jared Jones is out, likely to grab Dylan Graw as the infielders come on in. Graw, who was to be used as the mop-up man in this game, has truly been used in that role. We're waiting to see if anybody is walking down from the dugout, and the dugout will empty. So a new pitcher will be on the mound for the Plainsmen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the new arm on the hill for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pitcher on the mound for the Plainsmen, and the first time we've seen this all year. We've seen Hockmer pitch for the Plainsmen, but not while he's been the DH. However, they will take him out of the dugout as the DH and move him onto the mound. He will come in relief of Dylan Graw, who goes 2 innings and pitch the leadoff man, Juan Rivera. He's on with a single. So now Hockmer will come in. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings, allowed 10 hits, a 10.57 ERA, 3 strikeouts to 8 walks. Of course, mostly used as a bat. His first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Cooper Schneider. Hockmer has not thrown in a long, long time for the North Platte Plainsmen. The 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for ball 2, so the count 2-0 to Schneider. Hockmer threw 2 innings in the game against the Rough Riders, as that ball is hit foul back into the net, so it is 2-1. He allowed no hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. He retired the Rough Riders side, came in relief of Dylan Graw, who was tabbed with the loss in that game. As of right now, Butterfield is on the hook for the loss for the North Platte Plainsmen, as Graw's 2-1 is fouled back to 2-2. Graw allowed just 2 hits in his 2+ innings. He is on tap for the runner on base, and he allowed 2 runs while out on the mound. He only walked 2 batters and got 1 strikeout as his day ends. So Hockmer trying to work the Plainsmen and will likely pitch the 9th inning once we get there. His 2-2 is going to be fouled, so we stay right where we are at the dish with a 2-2 count and nobody down to Cooper Schneider. The shortstop in today's game, or excuse me, the center fielder in today's game, wears the number 6. Hockmer fires the 2-2 in. There's going to be a ground ball on the infield, picked by Kono. Kono tags at second, high on the bag at first, and he is safe. They get the lead runner out, but another double play where the Plainsmen cannot turn it. That is their 4th opportunity to turn a double play today. They have only done it once. We're going to see how Levi Newell, our baseball operations intern, will make the official scoring on that one. Out was Rivera, but the throw was high. They could have doubled him off, but it looks like at this point they will call it a fielder's choice. Pitches thrown in there. That is going to be strike 1. Gamster up to the dish. Has gotten outs just once today. That was a strikeout for out number 2 in inning 1. He swings through that one, and Hockmer has him quickly at 0-2. Hitting .244 entering today. He walked twice, reached on a fielder's choice, and drove in a run. That was in inning number 6. The 0-2 pitch is a ground ball on the infield. It gets through the vacated left side, so down to second goes Schneider. And a single with just 1 man out, and now 2 on to bring up Jordan Black. And once again, the Plainsmen cannot get a clean inning. If they can get out of it without allowing a run, that would be a slight victory in another ball game that has gone from bad to worse to outright disgusting to watch at points on the Plainsmen's side. And Hockmer will step off the mound and have Noah Prince come out to him. I say disgusting, it is not all that bad compared to some of the other games Plainsmen have played to this point, including the 10-error, whatever it was, against the Hayes Larks earlier. As back behind the dish moves Noah Prince, facing Jordan Black. Plainsmen will have 2 more against the Dodge City A's to get right before 1 game against the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Gering, then a day off on July the 1st, before 3 against the Pios as that one hits in the dirt and then hits Jordan Black. So a hit by pitch will load the bases with 1 man out. And that will bring Carter Olson up to hit, the scheduled man, the first baseman, 2 for 4 on the day with 2 doubles, which have been bookended by infield groundouts. Today on Tropical Tuesday, the weather was not, I guess it was fairly tropical. We got a good amount of rain. I guess that counts as a tropical kind of day. As Hockmer's first pitch is going to be low, but it will be called strike 1, so it is 0-1. Tomorrow is going to be everybody's favorite day at the ballpark, Western Wednesday, brought to us by KJ's Western Wear. Come out with your finest Western gear on, your nicest boots, and your best hat to Billwood Field as the Plainsmen take on the Dodge City A's in Game 2 of this series, as that one is low, a 1-1 count. After that, we will have Taylor Swift Thursday, and then the Plainsmen get their 1 in Gering. The 1-1 is just low, a 2-1 count. With Olsen, who has the bases loaded and 1 man down to Hockmer. All the men on base are going to be attributed to Hockmer. As that one goes inside, it will be 3-1. and Olsen had to walk around and do a bit of a dance to avoid getting pegged by the ball. So it's 3-1, one man down, bases loaded, Plainsmen trailing by 7 runs. The 3-1 on home is high and away, and the Plainsmen have walked in the 9th run of today's ball game.
And that makes it 9-1 in favor of the Dodge City A's.
And this is going to be another one of those Plainsmen games that just kind of gets away from them and that they will let a man ride out. In this case, they're going to let Nick Hockmer ride out in mop-up role. He has been used in that sense throughout the season. The only game that he wasn't used as a mop-up man was the game against the Rough Riders. When he came in, it was just a 1-run ball game. When he left, it was a 1-run ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Nolan Williams. Williams coming in has walked twice, a double, and a ground out today. The pitch gets away from Prince. He can't find it. The run scores. And double digits on the board. It is now 10-1. A's leading the Plainsmen. That one will likely be ruled a wild pitch. Scores the run, moves the runners down to second and third. So now they're both in scoring position. The double play is no longer a factor, and it is a 10-1 ball game. As Hawk sets and fires the 1-1, fouls it off of the glove, so it goes to 1-2, as it is now completely dark outside at Billwood Field. This is the latest any Plainsman game has gone this season in the local time zone. They played a late one against the Pioneers, as that one gets fouled back on the Friday when they had 4 games in 3 days. That one they got walked off against. Obviously, the rain delay has not helped us leaving the ballpark at a reasonable time of evening. As Hockmer's 1-2 will be inside, so we are even at 2-2. So the Plainsmen are looking to move now to 1-1 on Tropical Tuesdays. For Western Wednesdays, they are 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt, so there are 2 men out on the strikeout, Hockmer's first of the game. And that'll bring up Rudy Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 1 for 4 on the day. A single. He has also grounded out twice and flown out. He grounded into a double play, the only one the Dodge City A's batters have hit today. As Hockmer's first pitch is high and away, so it will be ball 1. As the Plainsmen, through the majority of their homestand, now against the A's, the 1-0. Does he go around at a ball in the dirt? He does, and the count is 1-1. It was low, but they say Rudy Gonzalez swung around on it. Now, maybe he did or didn't. However, that might just be an 8th inning, 10:15 p.m. kind of call by Ron Russo, as it seems like Russo making that call more that way, as that one is well outside, so it is 2-1 to Gonzalez. Pitch on home, 2-1, a ground ball on the infield for the shortstop, Kono. Kono fields it cleanly, on to first, the throw is wide. Another fielding mistake by the North Platte Plainsmen. 2 runs will score on it. It is 12-1 Dodge City A's. We had gone so long without a throwing error by the Plainsmen. Has to come to an end at some point, so a man down at second. It's going to be an E6, 2 runs played off of it, an 11-run ball game. And that will bring up Bryson Adair. As the Plainsmen trail by 11, Jordan Rodriguez will come in as the pinch runner. As the first pitch is going to be swung on and missed for 0-1. One of the in-game sounds we play here at Billwood Field, ripped pants from SpongeBob in the press box, enjoying the fact that we played and singing through the rest of the song. I will say through everything, this press box crew is easily the most fun out there as the 0-1 skips in front of the plate. So we go to 1-1. The press box crew we have here at Billwood Field: Levi, Trevor, our Isa, Logan, and Harmon. And Dan, obviously, I can't forget about my own live stream operator, Dan, clearly having a very good time. And I can't blame them. What else are we going to do at this point of night? Pitches outside, so it goes to 2-1 on a deer. Jordan Rodriguez, the pinch runner, down at second. Pitch on home, swinging a fly ball hit in the air, center field. That will move Knowlton over, settling under it, and he will reach out, make the grab. The inning mercifully ends. 4 runs plate for the Dodge City A's, and it goes from a blowout to unreachable. 12-1 your score. We will move to the bottom of the 8th.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Plainsmen need to score at least 2 runs if they want to avoid the run rule against the Dodge City A's. The Plainsmen have been run ruled once already this year, as the first pitch is high and tight to Kyle McConaughey. That is ball 1. The run rule came in the last game of their last homestand. That was against the Cage Rats. They blew him out of the water 15-5. The 1-0 pitch is a fly ball, shallow outfield, should be playable, and it is going to be caught by Cooper Schneider. There's 1 man out. The Cage Rats on a Sunday wanted to go home and make the drive back a little earlier, and so they blew the Plainsmen clean out of the water. After that, the Plainsmen took their anger onto Aurora, Colorado, faced the Colorado Tribe, and did not hold back. They won that game 12-1 as part of a 7 and a half, 7 1/4. I don't know what to call it because technically the final inning had 6 outs in it as agreed between the head coaches. First pitch is high for ball 1. The Tribe wanted to get some more at-bats under their belt. Plainsmen wanted to throw out Dylan Groff for an inning and get him some more experience on the mound. So they agreed to an extra extended 7th inning. 1-0 pitch is inside for strike 1, count even at 1 apiece. That little bit of information in that game was neglected to be mentioned to me by the umpires until I had thought we had won the game. I had made the call, and then they stayed on the field, and very awkwardly on air, I had to be explained to by the home plate umpire that no, they would play 3 more outs, and then I had to stumble my way through that. 1-1 pitch is swung on through by Knowlton, so it's 1-2 with 1 man out.
1-2 delivery coming from Knowlton.
As he pitches on home, swinging a foul ball off the right side, so we stay at 1-2. We were a little bit late coming back to this inning because I was finishing off my Subway cookie. Subway was the pregame meal for the Plainsmen today, and the leftovers, the interns got to grab some, and the Subway cookie is surprisingly good. I don't know why, but their chocolate chip cookie hits the spot as the 1-2 pitch will be called high at 2-2. I always look forward when we got the Subway just because I know I got a cookie coming my way. The 2-2 pitch is low, so the count is run full. I really am food motivated. The cookies, the pregame meal, whatever we got going on for postgame today, I am really excited by this prospect. As long as it has a cookie, full count will be swung on through in the air left field. That will move Rivera back. Rivera still looking back. The ball will drop in front of him and roll to the wall. Knowlton will run his way into second. He will keep on turning. The cutoff skips away. Knowlton slides into third. And Zach Knowlton, he's not lying down in this game. He makes his way to third. Forget the gummy worms for getting on base, Davin Conway. How about you give him a cookie? A triple off the wall in left field. And there's a man at third with 1 out for Tucker Bond. Bond has reached on a fielder's choice and error, and a strikeout looking ended inning number 5. The first pitch is going to be taken for strike 1. Count is 0-1. Yesterday's postgame meal was very exciting. We had fried chicken from, I think it was it Gary's, Levi? It was Gary's. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, so the count moves to 1-1 as Bond holds his swing. We also had gummies, and they really were bursting gummies. They had like jelly inside, and they tasted very good. There are also some cookies. That was an A+ post-game meal. Pitch is low, 2-1 the count. Today it looks like we have Domino's for post-game. They do have very good pizza. I'm looking forward to a slice or two. As the 2-1 is going to be popped up, foul side, running over is Olsen. That one gets out of play and crashes into the fence. So it goes to 2-2 as Olsen tries to make the catch by the fake rock we have covering the water main and all the piping out there down the right field line. I didn't know what the fake rock was there for until before opening day. We were checking out the park and I lifted it up and I realized, oh, there's stuff there. 2-2 on home, swing and a miss in and out of the glove. He does get a piece of it, so he will stay at the dish. As Tucker Bond just catches a piece of the pearl. 2-2, 1 man down, and the firing on home to Tucker Bond is taken away in full count. On deck is scheduled Braden Zirkle. After him, Noah Prince. And in this kind of game, it looks like the Plainsmen are going to rest everybody else and just let their guys go. 3-2 home, foul ball, so we'll stay right where we are. And it goes off into the metal bleachers that are completely vacated on the first base side. As today's game, the weather drove a lot of people away, and now the time is doing it 10:30 pretty much at night between the Plainsmen and the A's here on Tropical Tuesday. 3-2 on home, swinging a line drive into left field. That's the base hit. It's going to score a run. Tucker Bond steps on first. Scoring is Kyle McConaughey after the triple. And it's all about Tucker Bond. 12-2 ball game. And the Plainsmen are 1 run away from extending this game into the 9th inning. With 1 out and a man on for Braden Zirkle, he has yet to get a hit today. He's reached on a fielder's choice, has a fly out and a pop out. Pitch on home is called a ball, so it's 1-0. Zirkle waiting at the dish. Pitch is swung on through, and it goes to 1-1. With one down, runner on first. The 1-1 pitch on home to Zirkle is fouled back and off the dugout screen, so it goes to 1-2. Plainsmen trail by 10 here in the bottom of inning number 8. They need one more run if we're going to play 9 innings. But as this game nears hour 4, that pitch is taken low for ball 2.
Ball number 2, and Nolte
With Zach Knowlton trying to get himself on, Braden Zirkle, Nolte on the dish. Nolte with the 2-2 home, swinging a line drive. That gets over the glove of Gardner, who makes a leaping attempt at it. Down to second moves Tucker Bond. The Plainsmen keep the line moving, and it's 2 on with 1 out. All these drives into left field. The A's do have somebody warming in the bullpen. Plainsmen trail by 10, but with 1 out and 2 on, a run already across in this frame, trying to do what would be likely the impossible, is now a mound visit to calm down Josh Nolte, who had 2 solid innings of work. He had allowed just 1 hit entering this frame, had a strikeout, now has allowed a run thanks to the triple by Knowlton and 2 singles by Bond and Zirkle. A man is getting loose, a righty, in that Dodge City pen. We will see if they make the move or if they hold off with Nolte and let him try and finish this one out in the 8th, and worst comes to worst, you allow a couple of runs and let the new guy pitch the 9th. Plainsmen trying to extend this ball game in all measures. As they leave Nolte in, Noah Prince will come up to hit, and Prince is going to be very glad he has a chance to hit again. He's 0 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and a fly out to the left fielder Rivera. As Nolte comes set, and his first pitch on home with 2 on and 1 out to Noah Prince is inside for ball 1. With 2 on and 1 man down, Prince, one of the few Plainsmen not to make it on base today despite the score, fouls one left side, so we go to 1-1. That one's going to bury itself underneath the tarp, which was not pulled today during the rain delay. So while home plate and the mound recovered, the rest of the infield got a little soaked. We thought for a while the Plainsmen, just as they did on Friday, were going to bring out the blowtorch as the 1-1 pitch is a line drive foul, go to 1-2. Before that game, the Plainsmen soaked parts of the infield, especially right down the first base side in front of the bag, in gas, and then lit it on fire to dry the infield. It was an interesting sight to behold. A 1-2 on home, swinging a high pop-up will twist off foul towards our side, getting out of play. With a 1-2 count, 1 man down, Plainsmen trying to keep this game going and not get run ruled by the Dodge City A's. The 1-2 with 1 out on home to Noah Prince. Swinging a high fly ball hit in the air right field. Nolan Williams starts out and then moves in, reaches up, makes the catch. Runners will hold. The throw back to first, a dangerous one, but a nice job by Carter Olson, holds him there, so there are 2 down. And now the last chance to extend this game is Mitsuki Kono. Kono is 0 for 3 He is struck out looking all 3 times. He will look to avoid wearing the golden sombrero in the dugout, but if he strikes out looking again, that would be the case. First pitch is down and in for ball 1. With 2 outs to Kono. 2 on. The A's trying to close out game 1 of this 3-game series at Billwood Field. Next pitch is away, so it will be 2-0 to Kono. The Plainsmen will return the favor when they go to Dodge City for 3 games in early July. That will be after the 4th. The 5th and the 6th, the Plainsmen will be in Liberal. 7th, 8th, and 9th, they will be in Dodge City. Fouled off to the A's dugout, so it is 2-1. Before that, the Plainsmen have to finish this series out. Then they go to Gering for 1 against the Western Nebraska Pioneers. They get a day off. Then they play 3 in 2 days against the Pios. One will be a makeup day from opening day on Memorial. That one, a foul ball on the 29th of May, only went into the 4th inning before it had to be called due to a vicious storm. Then they will play 2 other games, a 7-inning and a regular, before finishing the homestand with the U.S. Military War Dogs team on the 4th of July. 2-2, 2 out, pitch on home is outside, full count. Between then, when the Plainsmen go to Gering on the 30th, at home will be the First Responders Challenge, a softball game between Lincoln County Police and Fire. Runners go. Pitch is going to be inside, ball 4, and they walk the bases loaded. So Mitsuki Kono walks on, and he will avoid striking out for a 4th time with the bat in his hand. And Kono had something to say to Ron Russo as he made his way down to first, and maybe not the smartest thing for Mitsuki Kono to do at this point, especially after he got ejected in his last game for talking to the field umpire, who in that contest was Ron Olson. First pitch on home to Cade Owens is strike 1 as he swings over the top of it. It is 0-1. Looking at the time of 10:32, we thank whoever is still watching on the Plainsmen YouTube stream, sticking out this ball game between the Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's and staying with us the entire way through the rain delay. I know you're having a long night, so thank you for watching. Pitch is low. It is 1-1 to Cade Owens with the bases loaded and 2 men out. Plainsmen trail by 10. An out without a run means the game ends. A run scoring here means we will play 1 more inning and extend this ball game by that much time. As Josh Nolte, who has been given the opportunity to go the last 4 against the Plainsmen, will step back on the bump. The 1-1 on home, swing in a pop foul going towards the dugout, and it will clang out of play, so it is 1-2. You look up into the light standards, the only things providing illumination down at Billwood Field as the sun completely set in North Platte, Nebraska on the 27th of June. Tropical Tuesday, the first of 3 straight big promotions for the Plainsmen at the ballpark. Setting is Nolte. His 1-2 home, swinging a little looping liner to right field. Going out on it, the second baseman making the catch is Bryson Adair, and that will end the ball game. A P4 ends it 12-2. Your final score. The Plainsmen get a run, but they leave them loaded. There will be no 9th inning. The run rule ends it. And so game 1 of this 3-game set goes to the Dodge City A's. We thank you for sticking out with us here in the late game. 10:34 the end time, almost 4 hours when you include the rain delay. Thank you for staying with us. Tobias Abore, Daniel Castagna on the live stream saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow on Western Wednesday.